Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Tom Kokoza, Phil Castellano, Brooke Armstrong, Damian Scrow, and we have Frankie inside. Switched it up. Guys, welcome to this first episode. It's kind of like it's a new campaign completely, because it is a new campaign within a story in a larger campaign. It's confusing because we had a TPK, but it was a voluntary TPK. So it was a one that saved the world in a world where the world is saved.
In the world.
Another campaign will begin like never before.
Oh, God.
So you guys have new characters.
Yes.
I will ask you to please introduce yourself to all these fine people that are watching today, and we'll go around the table. Tell us a little bit about your character, your profession, and your species. Let's begin with Tom.
Sure. My name is Zimker Hadlex. I am a...
God bless you.
I am a giantkin, arcanic giantkin, so I am very, very large, north of 7 feet tall. And I'm somebody trained in the arts of combat, I would say. I have many professions over the course of my years. All of them have been surrounding learning how to kill people in strange and interesting ways. As of right now, I'm kind of operating a little bit as a muscle for hire, and my weapons of choice this year are 2 axes and a pistol.
Awesome. Okay, Phil?
Hello, my name is Kiros. I am a half-elf. I was once a deadly archer. Yes, but I was discovered, and I was turned into a weapon who is now able to imbue his archery with magic. And he is very lethal. Watch out for him.
Very nice.
What's his name again?
Kiros.
Kiros. Kiros?
Yes.
And when we start the official episode, you guys will do a very quick version of this one, of these intros. Brooke?
I am Lady Ayana. I am the Knight of Autumn Light. I am a fighter, and I was born through...
You're not born yet.
I'm not, right. Oh, I'm created some way.
I think that you become born in episode 11.
So we'll
Okay.
see you in a few
So
months.
See you then.
whenever-
See you later, folks!
So whenever we
Been
need
nice.
like water or chips or a sandwich,
Yeah.
if you could get
Yeah,
that.
You know what? I think it's right now.
Right on top of that, Rose.
Yeah, does anybody need
Yeah,
actually
I
something?
can
How
go
about a Werther's original?
Could you
I don't
take
want to
your
wear
ca-
this.
take your character sheet and flip it over and just take some notes?
Yeah.
about what-
I got the water right here!
Give me the number 1.
I got your one right here! Oh, I can't wait to bring your sandwiches
have
back.
I'll take a John Travolta, please.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, God.
Discos in your mouth.
Discos in your mouth. Wow.
We were at a party at a friend at Lou's house who was on the other show, and there was a sandwich called the John Travolta, and it said underneath the disco is in your mouth.
Amazing.
And we were trying to guess what all the sayings were. We had like the best times of our lives. Lou's mom was there. She's like, "You're still doing all this?
It's getting better and better.
Leave us alone. We're having a great time."
The smarter we get. Okay.
So you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying, so the way I'm born.
Don't say the way you were born.
I'm not saying the way I was born. I'm just saying through the way I was born, it leads me to, I'm a fighter. I'm a lark, and I'm a fighter, an acolyte, and a cleric that is now.
You probably would choose yourself as a paladin.
Paladin.
And your professions are.
My professions are fighter, soldier, an acolyte of the faith of Andaria, and a cleric, a little dabbling in some wild mage sorcery stuff with psionic abilities.
Yeah, which is cool. Is you're a psionic paladin, which
Yeah.
is.
I'm a PP.
I've never heard of that before. I'm excited to have that in the
Yeah.
quest. Your character's a lark. Well, we're not gonna ruin anything for that.
No, let's not.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Damien. I'll be playing Travis Coffinberry. He is a gambler, smuggler, pilot, character human, and yeah, that's about it.
Very cool. So we have the fans here right now. The fans will not be in the first episode, but let's introduce them for people who are watching for the first time this live episode. And from left to right, we'll start with Richard. Just tell us about your character and confirm that this is or is not your character from the first season.
Sure. I'm using the same character I used last on the first season, so I'm playing Dell. He is a dungeon runner, pilot, rogue, locksmith extraordinaire. Yeah, so it's just a continuation of his story.
Awesome. Oni. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
My name's Onify, and I'm going to be playing my Pixie again from the last season, Val Aspen. He is a magic researcher and a medic.
Very cool. And Charles.
I'm Charles. I'm definitely playing my character I played last, and he is still out and about, building things and doing all kinds of stuff.
Awesome. Very excited. So, again, we're about to start the episode. And the best thing to mention here is, so just so you know, everyone, I don't know if you put ages in for yourselves, but all of your ages will be it should be around 19. So you should be very young, except for Brooke, your age would not be 19. It would be
A baby.
It would be not even
I'm
one.
gonna be a baby.
It'd be not.
Sapling.
You are a seed.
I'm a seed.
I'll put you in my pocket.
Seedling. Put me in your pocket.
Oh wow. Okay.
Let me get some sunshine.
He is Groot.
A little M&M every now and again. Just, oh.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm in Damien's phone has. Groot.
So
That's right.
So those are your ages, and we are starting about we're starting actually 19 years after the events of the first season. Do you have a question?
I do. Is there a reason why it's 19, not 20?
Yes.
Okay.
Charles knows the reason, because Charles was there when I figured it out.
And
Okay.
I'll never tell.
Yes. Okay, so that's it. I'm not going to give away too many other things because we're going to start, and I want it to be in the episode. The music is a good volume, guys, before we start. Awesome. Frankie, no problem. Frankie, are you recording on tracks? Awesome. Very good. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's begin today's episode. Today's episode is Season 2, Episode 1, Return to Arcane City. It's Brooke's favorite place. Let's go. Fans, we're going to see you in a little while. We'll see if I'll bring out for the after show if you're still there. Good evening and welcome to Celestial Engine. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the crew. Today's episode is Season 2, Episode 1, Return to Arcane City. If you've been a longtime fan, you might be excited about today's episode because Arcane City is once again in the realm. I know Tom is a big fan of Arcane City, so it's going to be an interesting one. And this quest is going to be a little bit different. I try to make them all a little bit different, and this one will not change that tradition. So, let's begin. Today's events begin 19 years after the last episode of Season 1. As you know, your characters sacrificed themselves. And why did they do this? As they learned, they were Star Seekers. They learned that their roles in the galaxy are becoming more and more important, and that they play an even more important role in the future. And their death, in the way that it was coming, wouldn't just be a death for their character, it would actually be a death for the soul of their character, for the soul that is connected to every character they've played on the show, and even off the show before. So for the first time in any game, you guys were dealing with the truth that while you could continue playing characters on the show, they would not be connected to the same soul. And as you know, many times before, I've said that the first season of Celestial Engine is all about existence and existence in different forms. And that was the final passage out of game to see if you would be okay with this after seeing what you're okay with all the way to that point. We now know at that point that everyone decided to do a voluntary TPK. And this is with the thought that you would return. When you left the world of Andaria that in the immediate was at conflict with itself, with mortals and with dragons. On the outside of the world, we had Karen, who is also threatening the world. When you guys left, when you sacrificed yourselves, the major thing that came out of it was that Andaria came together. At first, it was simply just about the fact that we need to fight Karen. And the news of what was happening and what they've done kind of reached everybody, and they started to fight them. But what was even more impactful, no pun, was the destruction of one of the cities in the Lion's Realm, which was a city of Autumn Light. Many years have passed after that. And now we are 19 years past the moment where you guys sacrifice yourselves. And mortals and dragons are aimed and fixed completely upon Karen. And in that time, Karen would constantly be launching attacks in the Stellar with their huge capital ships. And as we saw, there are 3 houses all fighting for like a kingship or a queenship. And they were working together and launching these attacks constantly. Whenever they would get close to Andaria, the dragons would defend Andaria. What's been happening in that time is Andaria's been trying to develop a stellar fleet. And they've developed short-range fighters that are defending Andaria. But they can't reach Karen. Perhaps by magic and other means, technomancy and such, they could. But with a overwhelming force, they cannot. And the biggest problem, and this is kind of a problem that everyone knows, it's kind of like, oh, that's the issue. We can't attack Karen because of this. That there is a crystal called Astral Crystal, which is in liquid form in some states and solid in another. And the capital ships, which have already been built and are already sitting at the station Salvation, where the moon used to be, and on that meteor, are sitting there ready to go and are strongly defended by Andarian forces, but they don't have Astral Crystal. And therefore, the dragons can only go into space for a bit. They defend, and we have fighters coming out of the station to defend. But when Karen launches assault, their first targets are try to take Salvation out, and then they can deal with the dragons. So far, it's a stalemate. They haven't gotten too far, and that's where we are in all this time. Probably in that 19 years, they've made probably about 5 or 6 major assaults with a lot of lesser combats in between. And in that time, all of the higher-ups, all the heroes that are still around, have been wondering and waiting for all of you to come back. One person that's been more interested than many is Lord Bertram. Lord Bertram is a steward of Arlight. And as you know, he is Cadic's son. We saw him as a boy climbing on Cole, Tom's Lark character, and he grew up and became steward of Arlight. Everybody knows that he's been trying to find more information about his father. He knows his father was lost in the realm of shadow, and he's interested to know anything he can. And he also has something that everyone kind of suspects maybe he can find him. But that's probably not a thing. So it's not something so far when people see that he's sending people out, or he's interested, or they're doing investigations on this and that. And that's kind of a known thing for Arlight. Arlight is like trying to protect us. Arlight is sending knights to the station in Salvation. Gnomes are sending gnomes up. Crystalborn are sending Crystalborn up to Salvation. They're trying to defend. And those 3 nations mostly are the ones that are really making an effort to defend Andaria. Other ones are and maybe some aren't really equipped to do that, like the Lion's Realm aren't really equipped to do anything like that. So that's kind of the state of the world, just to give you that up front. Now we're going to begin the story, and we're going to introduce to everyone your characters here. Please give your name, your species, your you can give me the overall title, because you're obviously in this system, the Celestial Engine system, which is a D6 tabletop system. You have many professions you've taken. Give me the title that represents your character as a whole. I mentioned yours before we began, Brooke. That's kind of an example of that. Tom.
Sure. My character's name is Zimker Hadlex. I am a archaic giant kin, and my title is Warrior. Let's say.
Okay.
My name is Kiros. I'm a half-elf, and I like to call myself an arcane archer, if you will.
Arcane Archer.
Ooh. My name is Lady Ayana. I am from the Autumn Light. I am a psionic paladin, a lark, tree folk, if you will.
I'll be playing Travis Coffinberry. He's a human outlaw, smuggler, gambler.
Awesome. And just to correct, you're not from Autumn Light.
Right.
Yes. So your character is. If you want to do it again, go ahead.
Okay. My character is Lady Ayana. I am a lark, and I am a psionic paladin.
Awesome. So those are the characters. Obviously, we'll be joined by Rob. We'll be joined by Dan next time.
One day.
We just talked about
Lord
Caddick.
Bertram, yeah.
You'll be joined by Dan next time, and he'll obviously introduce his character. Okay. So, Tom, your character, Zim, he spent a lot of time around the world trying to get in his chops up with combat, trying to learn and prepare himself for bigger things in the future. Obviously, none of your characters know that they are Star Seekers. You begin this game knowing that your characters are that, and you're the continuation. You're the same soul as you were before. But as of right now, your characters don't know yet, but you know that you will know soon in game.
When will that
Then
be
be
now?
now.
When will
Soon.
that be now?
So, your characters perhaps feeling that something greatness is coming and a greater moment is coming. Your character's been learning all sorts of things. Your character spent time in the arena, which we talked about, and your character was known under a few titles. I would like you guys to create something. I'm going to give you the first one. Just fun titles. Destroyer of Worlds was the one that I came up on the fly, and I thought that was fun.
Awesome.
So he was known in the arena, and he was kind of famous in the arena. What's another title that his character might get?
Mountain Crusher.
Mountain Crusher.
Skull Seeker.
Killer Von Killer.
Killer Von Killer. So these are all things that you were known in as the arena. And then you found different places to keep training yourself, I imagine. Mm-hmm. What other places might you have gone?
I did some time, I think, probably in the Army, I guess in the Red City.
Okay.
So I learned some I think, basic soldiering there. And then...
So that would have been... So the Red City is gone, so you actually would have been in the outskirts of the Red City and just working there.
Yeah, and then I think I tried to spend some time with gnomes and learn about their technological advances in...
Rhaegar or Sunken City?
Sunken City. I'm thinking I'm staying into that the main continent. I haven't crossed any oceans.
Okay. Okay, very cool. In this quest, you're going to begin play, and you've been hired by a well-known and great investigator named Christor.
Oh, wow.
An older gentleman, human, probably in his very late 60s. He is known as being the #1 person for Arlight, and Lord Bertram constantly uses him to investigate anything that he needs. You've been hired by him for his protection.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you've made a journey to Arlight to meet up with him.
All right.
Okay. Phil, your character is a disciple, or well, that's not the right word. I guess
Follower,
follower or student
Yeah.
of the Dragon Wizard, who is a famous wizard, is also your older character, and this is a wizard who is both a dragon and an elf, I believe.
Human.
He's human, a dragon and a human. He actually is both those things. The magic is kind of just one where it's actually true form in each, And you're kind of the Dragon Wizard is known as a person or a being that is kind of in between all these worlds and kind of staying out of it. He built his tower in secret. It's actually on the map. Phil found out the other day that it's actually on the map. It's been on there since we created it. And he's been kind of staying out of things until, I would say, the last 30, 40 years. And you started getting involved and you started training the, students. I imagine probably more secretive at first, but now you're doing more overtly.
Yeah.
And you're friends with Raphael, who you actually known in prior,
very
prior
long time,
lives.
yeah.
Raphael was actually reborn again, but you were the same character.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, you have a mission today, and I'll go over that a little bit more later. But you actually know all the details, of course, about that. Your character is Brooke is not in existence yet, and we'll speak on that later. And Damien, your character is close friends with Dan's character, and your character's name?
Travis.
Travis.
Coffinberry.
So Travis is you and Dan's character are a duo. You guys came across this ship. One of you own it. I don't know if either of you know who really owns it, but maybe you guys debate about that and try to figure it out. And to get a ship in this day and age, because it's like the early stellar age, really, like no one has ships. And that was the last quest, which was like there were only a few in existence. Now there are probably, besides the ships that are in the fleet, there are maybe like 20 to 30 other ships that are like acting as cargo and going to salvation in certain places. It's not really a popular technology. The fact you got a ship is kind of amazing in itself. And because of that, you guys have been getting jobs because you move around pretty quickly around in Daria. And you guys have been just basically trying to find coin wherever you could and accepting jobs. Just recently, you've been hired by investigator Christor, and you've been asked to make your way to Arlight. Okay?
Okay.
So we'll start there in a second. Any questions before we get started? Okay. We begin play just outside of the city of Solst, the Arcane city. Recently, the investigator Christor has been assigned a mission from Lord Bertram himself. He has hired Zim as his primary bodyguard, and he's hired the services of your ship and its owner Travis and your partner. You don't know much about his mission, but you do know that he needs to investigate something that is below the Arcane City. Your partner flies a ship to Solst, to the Arcane City, lands it into a discreet location, and the few of you begin your journey towards it, which you believe will be about a few hours. Unfortunately, you're on foot, and it's raining. You may now roleplay. Christor is walking ahead. I'll describe him for a second. He has the typical investigator outfit on. We all know what that looks like.
Yep.
It's like so. that khaki is that khaki colored kind of outfit. He has
Hat?
yes.
Is he black and white?
What color?
Is he black? Is he in black and white?
No.
He's just in black. It's only
Just
him in
him,
black and white.
Like he's got an old-timey detective movie.
Oh no, you're somewhere else. On his back, he has he's like a good day, sir. He's like that kind of person. There you go. So he has a rifle on his back. He has glasses with multiple lenses on it that allows him to like have a zoomed magnification.
Classic.
And he also has a pistol on his side. He has bags on him, all sorts of things to hold pockets, to hold different things, and absolutely an intellectual. He seems very firm, like he's on course for the mission, and he has a very clear and cut plan of action. And like the second you get off the ship, he's like, "Here we go, let's go." And he's right off, and he begins walking. So you find yourself constantly following and trying to keep up. Being around him is kind of like not being around somebody famous, but somebody well known. And so there is an air of like, oh, wow, okay, want to do a good job. You're going to be well paid for this. You know that you're going to get well paid for this as well. But you do see him as somebody you can ask questions to. And I would imagine that if your characters had questions, you would see this as the first downtime to finally ask something. We begin play here. We're walking through the rain. You can begin.
Well, I gotta say, I'm glad I brought my rain hat for this outing. It's a nice, fine hat you got on over there, Christor. Where'd you get that?
Oh, this thing? I've had this in my closet for many years. Sort of the fashion sense in our light, I suppose.
Nice hat. I like it.
Yes, thank you.
Just are we, you know, what kind of creatures are in Arcane City now? What should we expect to run into over there?
He walks up to like a higher point, which you guys are walking past a small area, and as you're speaking to him, he gets up and he puts down the lenses on it. And you see him looking ahead to Arcane City from a distance. I would have to tell you that I do expect there to be vampire here, which is known. We are to meet a cleric named Grayson. He will give us safe passage to a point within the city and hopefully protect us from these vampires. Besides that, there are stories of different things that have happened to the Arcane City over the years and how some of the trees and the plant life have been affected, and there are shadows and spirits and such. So I believe the supernatural will be something we'll be facing with on this trip. But we will try to be in, and he takes the lenses back up, and try to be out as quickly as possible.
Understood.
He continues walking.
Pull out one of my axes.
And just confirm, it's only the two of you because you're part. Okay.
Right.
So you guys continue to walk. Again, it's a few hours. If you want to role play with each other or with him, you can. This is your opportunity, or we'll arrive there.
No, I think honestly, I would probably spend most of the time just scanning the trees ahead of us and seeing if there's anything hiding.
Okay.
He's now got my back up.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything else to ask him right now. So.
Okay. A few hours pass, and you make your way to the front of the city. And this is the Arcane City of old that you remember, but it has been pretty much destroyed. So the once magical shield that was up is gone. The front gates are there, but the gates are basically hanging on nothing, and you can like pretty much walk right in. There are many other spots where the walls are crumbled, where a once young Maya tried to get through from a prior quest. So when you get there, he stops. Take a second, look around, make sure you don't see anything that's dangerous. I'm going to do a quick scout. And he kind of walks ahead, and he's just looking around. He's not walking. Remember, it's on the water side, so he's just kind of doing a semicircle, a patrol around the area.
I'll investigate around, see if I see or hear anything of note.
Okay, roll investigation check.
No.
You find nothing in the few minutes that you search. Travis.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I'll take a look around. I thought I had something for that, but that's more in a crowd. Basic investigation. I'll just take a look around.
Yes.
All right. 6.
6, you can ask one question.
Do I see do I see evidence of people like where they might like have a battle of sorts? Like, is there like defensive positions that people might take, whether they're there now or not? But like, as far as this area, like, is there spots where like people might have set up to have a battle or something like that? I'm looking for anything like that.
Like somebody might have a jump on you? Like someone might...
Perhaps, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Something like
no.
that. No?
No,
Okay.
you don't believe so. You search around the area, and you don't find anything that leads you to believe that there is a trap or there is somebody waiting for you. Doesn't mean there isn't. You just don't see any signs of it.
Right. All right.
After about 10 minutes, he comes back. Okay, we wait here. Who knows how to light up a good fire?
Try. It's kind of wet, but I'll give it a try.
Roll survival.
Yep. Yep. That's gonna be a no.
Okay, so you spend the next 5-10 minutes trying to like get a fire up, and you can't really get it. And he's basically just sitting there under a tree, just kind of waiting.
I was gonna say, is there cover anywhere? Like,
There's a
are
few
we
trees
just-
here,
all
here and there. You guys wait for about an hour, and all of a sudden you see coming out of the Arcane City, out of the front gates, and kind of like maneuvering their way through it, is a cleric. And the cleric has an unusual torch in their hand, and this torch is, for one, it is not extinguished in the rain. It's also lit up a peculiar like red at the center and like a white around it, and almost like the outline of it is white. It's very unusual. And he's making his way over. And he says, Investigator Christor. He goes, Cleric Grayson, is that you? Yes. You've come at a good time. The passageway in seems to be relatively clear. Is this your whole party? Yes, it's just me and these two others. This is Zim, this is Travis. They'll be accompanying me in the journey. Fine. Let's make our way in.
All right.
Please, no noise. We don't want to attract anything unnatural. He turns and begins to walk back into the city. Does everyone follow?
Mm-hmm.
This would be your chance to save yourself.
Leave the quest.
Leave the quest.
I'm done. Yeah.
Get home early.
Beat traffic.
Get home in time to see the ending of Audio Dungeon. Okay, so you guys begin to walk through. Out of game, you've all seen pictures of the Arcane City.
Mhm.
It looks nothing like that. It looks like the remnants of that. These are the ruins of that because the city was destroyed. It was destroyed again, and then it was bombed by
Yeah.
gnomes.
Oh yeah.
One gnome in particular. By a player named Melissa Benani, who threw so many bombs
So many bombs.
that you might have taken all the damage that was done before, and you might equate her destruction level to it.
Wow.
She blew up the center tower, I think, 3 times in one shot.
She wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
So many bombs.
So many bombs.
So many.
So this place has been destroyed. He walks you through the remnants, constantly going slow, constantly listening to things. He has robes on. These robes are black. They have an emblem. He has an amulet on, and on that amulet is the emblem of the Archmage. And he's basically just leading you through, and eventually he comes up to a tavern that you see. It says the fire and the fur, and it's all broken after that. So he brings you in. He kind of gets you in quickly, and opens the door and kind of ushers you to enter fast. As you go in, right when you walk in, there are other people in here. There are 2 other clerics. There's a couple of people that look like they're some sort of adventurers or something. And there's a few people sitting off to the side. You're in a tavern in the middle of the Arcane City, and it's possibly the oddest thing. You hear very soft music playing. There are other torches just like this, and there is salt from the doorway tracing the outlines of the entire room around the entire tavern. Come on in. Want to have a drink?
Sure.
I'm good.
Won't say no to a drink.
Otis, can you get some drinks for us we just walk through the rain and such? Something to relax. Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. No problem.
Cleric Grayson, thought we're supposed to be quiet to avoid monsters. How is this place functioning?
Well, we have a protection around the entire building here. The vampire, any dark spirits and such cannot enter.
Because of the salt on the floor?
Well, that is one of the protections, but also the torches, as you see, are another. They are unable to enter. They are aware of our presence here. But after a time, When me and my other brothers saw that many were coming here, we realized that we needed to have somewhere safe to be. So, with many together, we are safer.
Makes sense.
Otis, one of his other priests, he comes over and he puts some ale out. The ale looks a bit old, but it looks like it'll do.
It's wet.
It is wet. Drink?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think,
You drink? Oh my. Okay, I'll set this right here. So, when do we go down? Well, I believe that probably the next hour or two would be a good time to go. Sometimes the vampires are out feeding. They could be feeding in the middle of the city right now, which is why they aren't here. So, soon. Very good. Do you expect a lot of resistance? Will they make an assault upon us? No, I don't think so. If they see something they want, they will. Really depends. Well, so be it. Is this your entire order here? Yes, this is us. We've lost a few of our brothers to the vampires, but we do what we can to try to contain the evil that is here. Our worry is that it will fester and leave this place as it once did in the past. There are no more knights on their exploits coming out here to try to save this city. It is up to the Brotherhood. Ah, I see. So what are you, if you don't mind me asking, what are you here to investigate, Christor? Well, my Lord Bertram wishes to know more about his father. He wishes to know about the shield, the Arcane shield underneath the city here. And, I mean, to be truth be told, he's searching for remnants of his father. So he wants to know what happened, if I can chime into any of the memories here, which I have a device that allows me to do that. And I believe there is a greater concern about also this Arcane shield, besides him just wanting to know more about it. It seems like there seems to be some sort of capitulation about what it might do. And I've spent many years looking around Andaria, and he's assigned me to many different tasks. I've been down to Autumn Light, that we know has been destroyed, to look at it. And I've been all sorts of places where the Necromancer's reaches and the Shadow of Realm is leaching into our realm. And in all those places, there were peculiar things there. Well, like what? Well, it is now known amongst a few of us that apparently the Lark named Cole, who was on that mission in the Realm of Shadow with his father, Lord Caddock, became the tree of Autumn Light, actually, the tree that saved everyone. And when the Shadow Realm collapsed, it seems that the roots and the vines of that tree actually made its way through the portals as it was collapsing upon him. So it's peculiar, but I'm finding all evidence of the tree and different oddities at all the sites of the Necromancer's portals where he was reaching into the world. So, to now, I can successfully say that I've closed up all of these portals. There is no worry about him coming back, but it is a concern of everyone in power that these portals could lead to other dark things festering and coming within. So I believe that this would be the last one on my journey, and I do not know what holds in the future for me with Lord Bertram and his requests. But I do hope that whatever we see down there, we can finish and put it to rest. It's been a long time now. It's been 50 years.
We will.
Yes. So I do appreciate you all coming along. Obviously, you'll be paid upon our return. So I think I'll go outside and see what's going on. Scout out around this building and stretch my legs a bit.
Sure.
Do not go far.
I was going to say, you're okay alone?
Yeah, I'm merely going outside the door. I'll be fine.
All right.
You see him go outside, kind of stretching his legs, and he's just like looking around.
Is there a window that I can watch?
Yeah.
in?
Yep.
I just give
There's
him
windows, even cracks There's all sorts of things.
I just want to keep my eyes on him.
Okay.
What do the rest of you guys like to do here? Anybody like to play cards? Anybody?
You see there are 3 guys that are throwing dice all the way in the corner. They're not really talking to anybody else. There's a couple of the guys that I mentioned that are look like they're for hire, like kind of like a
I go
rogue
over
and a
to the
fighter.
guys with the dice.
Okay.
Check out, see if I can pick up a game.
Oh yeah, you got coin. You can deal in.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sit down.
All right.
Okay, you start rolling dice with them.
Mm-hmm.
We can do. You want to do? We'll do a. I'll give you a 3-round roll.
All right.
You just got to beat me in dice. What's your luck?
6.
Well, damn it.
I see.
Whoever rolls higher.
I'm rolling 3.
Go. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. 3.
Total 9.
The highest number.
Wait, the highest one. 3.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
hilarious.
It's the second round. 5. No, you're rolling all your dice. Roll luck dice.
Oh,
Yeah, roll 6. So just add that.
okay. 5 was the first round.
So you won
then.
your first round. Second round.
Okay, hang on. Second round.
I have 6.
6.
6 tie. And third round, 6. I actually have a double 6.
Now 5.
Okay, so you even out,
Okay.
which seems
Good
like real
game.
life.
Good game. Good game.
Thank God you have high luck. You would have lost everything. Same as you left.
Good game.
Good game. So while you're doing that, you're hanging out, looking around. What do you want to do?
I'm really just trying to make sure that he's safe. That
Christor.
yeah, I'm watching around him.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you're sitting there, he's gambling. Totally probably there about 10, 15 minutes. But within those 15 minutes, you see a robed figure walking up.
Hey, Eric, Grayson, you know who this is?
No, there are visitors who come who don't fear the vampire. So, if you're worried, go out there, of course. I can accompany you if you wish.
Oh, wow. You can come if you like. I step outside.
Okay, he walks out with you, takes the torch out there. You see a wizard, as described by Phil, approach. Please describe your character.
He is wearing the most beautiful purple robe you've ever seen. It's green. There's a little bit of gold on the inside. It's just it's lovely. It's really great.
Can I say it's lovely?
It's perfect. He's wearing his hood looks perfection. He has a nice shave. He looks
Also perfection.
Just not even affected by the rain.
Right.
He's dry.
That's magic.
and he has and my thing's floating around my head.
You have one crystal.
Yeah.
He has one crystal like rotating around his head. What? And it's purple. It's
Amethyst,
amethyst, right? Yeah.
Imagine my robes.
So you walk outside next to Christor. Christor's there, and Christor has his pipe out. Who is this? He just kind of says that to you, like,
Do I know where I'm going?
yes. Yeah. Right now, you're walking, I imagine, into the tavern. So
Okay.
you can decide why you're there.
I think you're just gonna go for the goal. Just start going in that direction.
It's up to you. So
Yeah.
I have you walking up to the tavern now. What do you want to do?
I'm walking to the direction of the quest, of my goal.
Okay, so you see him walking up. He is walking by the tavern, but not into the
I
tavern.
walk right by it.
So he's like, I thought he was going to come inside.
Me too. What kind of
You there? Hello?
purple?
Can I help you?
You are just going inside? You're not going to stop at the tavern here? I thought that everyone stopped in.
I'm okay.
It's not
What-
safe.
Is there something I can help you with?
I'm just curious about you. What tower are you from? You look like a...
You don't recognize the robes, the colors?
I do not know the robe. Oh, wait. Are you from... Is it the Dragon Wizard?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Might I ask you where you're going? We are traveling in as well. You may travel with us if you like.
You don't mind?
No, of course not.
You're going that direction anyway. I might as well accompany you.
Wherever you're going. I'm going into the center.
That's where I'm going.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Brilliant.
Yes. It's like,
Are we going now?
it's like an English TV show. Sebastian, you there, Sebastian?
I'm trying.
What did you do? Oh,
Aye.
You better go.
I guess I better head.
Are we
better
going?
head.
Are we going now?
Eddie Izzard.
Eddie is it?
We are leaving shortly. It is advised to us that the next hour is the best time to go to have a limited amount of vampires on our path. We also have the protection of the Brotherhood here of the Archmage. So, I see you benefit by joining us.
Makes sense to me.
Ah, good chap.
Dry inside. Drinks.
I'm going to take advantage of the...
You could have my drink. It's on the...
I'm good.
No. It's probably a good decision. Well, I guess we'll see what's going on inside. Come in, get warm.
Fine.
Sit down. You're done playing your game.
I
Sit
see
down.
him walk in.
Yes, this is my
Look at
my.
this guy.
Well, this is Travis.
Travis.
Travis
Nice
is
to meet you.
That's a fine outfit you got on over there.
Oh, you don't? You do say. You like it?
Ah, I
Thank you.
know quality clothes. Let me tell you, that is
Yeah,
fine.
feel it.
Very nice.
Go ahead.
Very nice. Almost as nice as mine.
May I?
Sure, of course, of course.
Oh, that is lovely.
What's going on?
You'll find I only wear the finest, of course.
You're a wizard or something?
That's right.
You could say that.
Did say that.
Then there you go.
He's a wizard for the dragon wizard, actually.
Yes,
It's in the mountains north of Hallenbrand.
you're quite good.
Yes, of course, I know my history, especially with the towers of magic.
What brings you here? Don't mind me asking.
Just investigating the the remnants that lie below.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's where we're going.
I've heard. Yes.
Ah.
Lots of magic here, I guess.
There's not much in here. There are lost relics as such. I would say our friend here is going to the same place that we are. You are going to the Arcane Shield, are you not?
100%.
Well, we will be making a very short stop in between there, 1 or 2, if you don't mind. But, again, we are under the protection of the Brotherhood, and I'm sure we'll be fine.
Right.
I know
You say, boss.
I know we're trying to wait here, but perhaps we could get going. Yes, I'm sure we can head out now. Otis, I'll be back. Oh, sounds good. Gets the torch out and takes the rein, puts his hood on, and makes his way out.
Right.
Let's go.
Yep.
Okay, so 1, Christor,
On the back.
in the back. Okay, so 1, 2, Christor, and the priest. So Grayson leads the whole group. You guys walk, and you're going much slower. If you were walking through the city, it probably would take you about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get to the other side. It's going to take you even longer than that because you're going through Rebel, and you're being careful. After about 20 minutes, you get near a tower. Grayson is there, and you hear some lightning in the distance. There's a bit of a storm overhead. And Grayson's kind of like looking around. This is one of the areas you want to stop at. This is the tower. I have to admit, I almost did not recognize this tower. It has been destroyed 3 times over. I've heard that the gnomes brought much destruction to this city. Yes, it is seen its share of war in many cases. Yes. Well, if you don't mind, a perimeter of your... You use assault for this as well? Yes, we do. The salt is blessed. And he makes a whole ring of salt around like a 20-foot area. Ah, very good. If you could be on the lookout for anything, of course, while I do this. Wizard, I appreciate your help as well. And he puts the magnifications on his lens on, and he pulls out a diamond. And he takes the diamond and puts it on the floor. And says, I'm going to be viewing something that happened here a long time ago. You will see it in your mind as well. It's completely normal. You would be familiar with something
Would you
like
like me
this.
to amplify it for you?
Well, if you could, that would be wonderful.
Absolutely, yeah.
Please do.
I do.
Okay, well, then you might see the whole thing that you're seeing. Of course, ask any questions you wish. We will be watching something that will not be happening now. This is something in the past, so do not be alarmed.
Can I,
How are we supposed to keep an eye out?
Yeah, can I not
if we're
watch
gonna
it?
be watching some magic scene?
I believe that you could allow it to take
Okay.
over, or you could concentrate outwardly at any
All
moment.
right, all right.
Let us begin. He takes the crystal, and you kind of sets it up, and he puts a couple of different powders and different things he has on it, and he kind of waits, and all of a sudden you see the crystal come up, start rotating in the air, and all of a sudden you see vampires discussing something at length. And you see Lord Caddick is there, and he's coming in with another knight. What is the name of Caddick's brother?
Oh,
Anybody?
it was literally on my.
I'll
he was
I'll
Hex.
accept.
Before he was Hex, he was.
Hex.
Yes, it is Hex. Anybody remember the other name? If you say the name, we can reference that. That's not normally as easy to come by. I think people forget the name.
I'm picturing him.
So
R-
so Hex is his
with an
brother.
A, no.
So Hex is his brother.
Aldrich.
Aldrich.
Rick.
Eldred.
Eldritch.
Is that the father? Was that the father?
Oh,
No.
The father's
Eldrin.
Eldarin.
Eldrin. Yeah. Nuts.
Eldritch.
I knew I was.
Wasn't
Well,
his brother's
well,
like Eldritch?
We'll use it for we use Hex right now because that's what's known in the
Okay.
West. But yes, he has a different name. So Hex is there, and this is before he became Hex as like a vampire, and he is not a vampire. He's a knight, and they seem to be fighting different vampires. And you see Caddick calling out to his brother, saying to watch out. And you see there's some kind of dark entity coming over. All of a sudden, out of Arcanum's tower, which in this vision looks perfect, and you see, which is I would imagine you might know this face is Lord Vigorish, which is a very popular vampire lord, and he's coming out. There's a whole exchange. What?
He's so hot right now.
So hot right now. You see there's a whole exchange between them, and it goes on for about 10, 15 minutes. Well, actually, about like 10 minutes. And in that time, Lord Caddick leaves his brother while his brother is ripped apart by vampire. And Caddick pretty much leaves, and with a few others too, leaves him behind. And you see his brother is just calling out to him, like, save me, for the love of God.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Why won't you save me, Caddick? What are you doing?
You
Rob, what's happening?
Why are you walking away?
Why are you walking away? So he's basically being ripped apart, and all of a sudden, the memory goes away. But you know what we have here? Murder.
You don't say.
Foul. Yes. Well, my lord will be interested to know about that. We have seen a strong memory that was here before. Let us continue. You guys continue your walk, and about another 20 minutes, you reach the largest building that is also pretty much destroyed in the entire city. And this was the governmental building, I believe. It was the keep of sorts. As you're walking in through the rubble, and you're starting to get almost out of the rain, but rain is still falling through the cracks in between. Fun fact. Fun fact, there are many people who served actually in these halls. In my recent time, I can think of a few. Of course, Zurilius, Hadheld, Lord Vigorish, Arcanum. Many people have served. Findalar, of course. Many people have served in these halls. Much history here. It's a shame that it goes to ruin and such. This city was encapsulated by evil, by necromancers for a time. And now, it seems that it's fated to be that way forever, because it is still encapsulated by evil, just in a different form, if you wish. Very interesting. So you guys make your way down this long hallway, and it's next to a much larger room, if you remember this. And again, rain's just pouring through. And finally, you get to a room all the way deep within. And when you get there, you see there's a lift in the center of this room. And in the corner, behind the lift, is two vampires that are eating something in the corner. And they're facing the opposite direction. Yeah, and everyone, imagine, you might be pulling out. I believe we can keep them at bay. No reason to fight them. They turn around. Are you doing something?
My bow. Summon it.
Okay. So he's like, back, foul beast. Or shall I smite thee? He's like, he goes like this, and he kind of motions you all to like move around to allow them a space to clear to escape. He's like, you will leave these grounds immediately. They choose to leave. I'm going to roll a If I roll a 1, they decide to stay at the last second and fight. But they seem to be on their way out. No. They do not fight. So they leave, and you hear them run down. They're gone. It's raining.
Now I'm a wet vampire.
I hate getting wet. Okay. I believe the lift still works. Could try to use it. The lift opens up.
That sounds.
It's the rustiest thing known to
Are there
man.
stairs?
There are no stairs that I know of.
All right then, lift it is.
Oh my god.
Can like, how big is it? Is it big enough that I can fit inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can fit all of you inside.
All right.
Right this way. So the 4 of you are going to roll. If you roll 2 1s,
Oh.
the lift is going to fall. It's old. Lots of things have happened here. People have died this lift.
One die each.
I mean, not by choice.
Our first voluntary death.
That was definitely a voluntary death.
It didn't
She
trend.
was
It took a while
begging.
to trend.
She was begging to please end my life now.
You say
mean-
another word. Another word.
Yes. Good luck with the secret mission. I was like,
Famous last
this
words.
is from the prior quest, Arcade City, and I remember I asked Brooke. I go, Brooke, was that? Would you say what percentage of your character would you with that? She's like, I'm pretty sure that was 50-50. that tude that I gave.
Yeah.
So you guys going down, and we're now going to roll. Go ahead. Looking for 1s in all the wrong places. 5. That's not what I want.
5.
That's not what I want.
4.
Damn
All
it.
right.
You want to roll just for fun?
Yeah.
It's creaky.
2.
2. Okay, so
Anybody else disappointed?
it makes a lot. I'm a little disappointed.
I
I'm
almost-
Very
I almost came through.
undisappointed.
It makes a lot of noise on the way down. It takes a good 5-10 minutes to get down there, but you eventually hit the bottom. And the door opens. The door falls off.
Oh,
Oh no.
How embarrassing.
I step out first. Just,
Okay. He steps out with you. Immediately, he puts a hand on you, and he's like, there are vampire here, and not the common ones that run amok above. These are searching for the necromancers and dark artifacts and everything. They travel in groups. Be wary. Well, that's not fun. All right. He pulls out his pistol. I have my pistol. Don't worry.
all right. Why don't we,
Pew pew. Gotcha. Gotcha.
whatever we gotta do, let's try and do it as quick as we can. Boss.
Yes, let's go. The arcane shield, is it ahead? Yes. You will find it over there. I will be staying here. I will make sure that these vampires on these areas of the caves do not come out. Of course, very good. Very good. Please do that. Let's go over here and look.
Good plan.
You guys walk around the area, and you see that there is a large technological device, and that device is covered by roots and all this like roots and vines like of a tree. It seems to be pouring out of the device in all sorts of ways.
Is this the shield?
Yes.
I'm gonna look into that.
You,
shield.
I imagine you would say that in game. So he says, "This is indeed the shield. It created by I believe it was the gnomes of Rhaegar. I believe that the old king, what's his name, was Belamon was the one who helped out create this. I believe so, if I'm correct. And it was infused with now we know this as mystic energy or a stellar core of sorts, but it was used with the early forms of the crystals that was used to create the shield around. We know that the necromancer in the past was leeching off of this device because of its mystic energy and its way it was built, and because no one knew of such a thing, he was somehow able to survive off this very device that leached into our realm and kept him alive when he had almost no way to keep alive. So, let's check it out. He walks there, and you have to step over all like these roots and everything else. And you see there's like a purple glow on them as well. And you see in a lot of the roots there are crystals embedded within them, like these. Actually, amethyst also, and like they're all just in the roots, and they're just going around this whole room. They might go on for about like 50 feet, sometimes large, and sometimes in smaller, like vines and such. But it's all growing out of the device. Imagine this big box. It's probably about like 4x4, like this technological thing, and it's just all pouring out in different directions. So he seems to start inspecting it, just checking it out. You guys can do whatever you like.
I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to see if there's anything of note.
Okay.
I'm going to put my back to his back and start looking around to see if I see anything coming.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look out for vampires or anybody else that's not
You
us.
take one side, I'll take the other.
All right.
So going through some of the comments here, Charles Morrison is giving a Patreon roll to the highest roll. Let's do that right now.
Oh, a
No,
1.
2.
Now I get a 1.
3.
Ricky
Oh,
got
Three's
it.
high.
3.
Wow.
You won with a 3.
We're desperate.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Get these bad rolls out
That
now,
face
folks.
goes
Yeah.
away.
Leland House is saying hello.
Hey, what up,
Hey.
Lee?
He's loving someone's character.
Nice.
Chuck Girls,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Richard is saying, have the things in the prison of Solst been released?
Richard, let's ask not
Spoiler
ask questions.
alert.
Richard.
Let's
That's
not
a
ask.
Good time.
That's interesting. They would be everywhere.
Let's not ask
To ask
questions
that.
about
I
things
haven't thought of that.
that have or have not been released.
No, he won't do that. Oh, wait. Let's see. Another question here. Wonder if the portal to the Blood Realm is still open.
Oh my
Classic.
God.
Honestly,
Classic
Richard, I have to tell you
Richard.
this. That's what I assumed we were
So
looking
great.
for. Was that?
It's a
Cool.
very interesting question.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wonder if we'll find out more about that later.
I
Tommy
hope we
joins
don't.
us. He says this looks super professional. Thank you. Where is everyone? We're
What up,
in
Tommy?
we're in a studio. We are in Staten Island, New York City,
Shallon.
and yes,
To-
we like our tabletop.
Tommy, good name, man.
I've never told anyone else with the same name as me that it was a good name.
Well,
I should, right?
that means you don't have pride.
I know. I need to have more name pride.
I'll go for the reroll at the lowest. Oh, Richard.
Richard's giving rerolls out to the lowest.
Here we
Richard.
go.
Oh, here we go.
Good. Yeah, if only Dan was here.
6.
Now I got a 6.
4.
Free reroll, luck roll, luck roll.
Woo!
Very good.
Oh, I get the other one. Yes, thank you.
Let us continue. So anyone who's investigating, you can roll. You're pretty much paying attention. You can read me perception, and I believe you might do the same
Yeah,
thing.
I'm
Perception. Kat.
Investigate.
Standing guard.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Perception.
Not a 1? Nothing.
Down to 1.
Oh, yeah, I made it.
Perception.
Yeah.
You can. Okay.
No.
So this is a large room. If you can remember, this is the
It's
yes,
big,
it's
yeah.
huge, and all the way there's like a chasm, and that's pretty far. Along these walls is like mountainous, and there's caves that are going to all of it. In some of the caves in the distance, because of your perception roll, you see that there are shadowy creatures that are like lurking on the edges of the caves. Did you have a success? So you don't see that. You do. You guys can role play.
1 o'clock. But me.
You got movement?
Yeah, there's creatures in a cave watching us. They're pretty far, but they're higher level vampires. You can get here quick. Just be ready.
All right. I'll stay ready. I don't see anything, but I'll be ready.
Okay, so you guys are checking everything out. Christor rolls investigation check, which is monstrous. He just made it. I rolled 6, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1,
Oh,
1.
man.
Oh,
Nice.
my God.
So yeah, he made it. It took that many. Thank God I'm an excellent investigator. Because I can see that there's actually arcane energy around here. There's mystic energy. These roots have been here for a very long time. I would date if he takes a blade and he's like, I wonder if this is a bad idea. Maybe I'll just investigate. Looks at it. I believe that these roots have been here since around the time that the city of Autumn Light was struck.
It's 20 years.
Yes. It's very interesting. Let's do some further research, of course. He pulls out his diamond from before. Well, you mind amplifying
Not
again?
at all.
Pulls the diamond, does the same thing he did before. And goes up. And he sees the moment where the impact happened. You guys feel like a bit of an earthquake in this vision. And you see, immediately, you see Andaria appear over this area. And you see she's upset and angry. You see there's energy below her. And you see her kind of just like put her hands down. And any sort of whatever was there apparently growing out from before is amplified. So you look down, you see there is a growth of the tree, of like the autumn tree of autumn light. And she like infuses it with something and it just grows out gloriously into this whole room. And she disappears and it all goes away in an instant. This all happens within like 12 seconds, 18 seconds. Very interesting. There's something here aglow in the diamond. What am I seeing here? Can you amplify it again?
Sure.
Any more?
Yep.
You see it go up again. And all of a sudden, you see two vampires. You just saw before Lord Vigorish. And you see Bardot walking in this area. And Vigorish is asking him a few questions about down here and such, below the city. And they're talking about something that happened in the past. And Lord Vigorish, after a time, says, he goes, well, I'll be heading up to bed. I'll see you soon. We have a big day tomorrow. And a large task at hand. Yes, of course. I'll see you soon. And this seems to be out of game. Seems to be at a time when Vigorish was the leader of Arcane City. He goes up there. And you see Bardot walks over to the device. Now, this is before all those events before. There's no vines, no trees like that. This is not, whatever. So Bardot puts his hand on the unit, the arcane shield. Ah, I can see that. I can feel your presence, Necromancer. Barely holding on. Well, of course. I'm not on anyone's side. It doesn't matter to me which way, live or die. But if you want to make an arrangement, I could perhaps do something for you. Yes. Nothing so bold, perhaps something simpler. So his watch. Yes. Agreed. He goes into the device, empowers the device onto full. Good luck to you. And he walks out. And he looks at you, Christor.
What is that?
We just saw Bardot, the leader of the Citadel, helping the Necromancer.
When was that?
This was a long time ago. Perhaps 80, 90 years, 100 years? It's in a time when Lord Vigorish was in command of the Arcane City, and Bardot was helping him. Bardot was, from what I know and what I've learned, that Bardot was training him or mentoring him. Eventually that would fall apart.
So,
My lord will not be pleased with this. Bardot sits on one of the highest councils of Andaria.
yeah. That sounds bad. Sorry. Simple. But
Well, if this is the truth of it, then people should know.
I suppose. I'll bring it to my lord. He will do with this information as he wish. Please do not share this with anyone. Well, I guess it's your prerogative for your master, of course. But for you, hide by me, please keep it to yourselves.
No problem.
What am I gonna tell?
What is this?
What?
You see, he's looking at something, and he spots the shadows. And I believe we have a bit of an issue here. There is a certain shadow coming to us. There. It is a little bit shorter than the rest, but this, I have seen this before. It has been around the other side of the Necromancer. This is some sort of dark manifestation that comes from these portals. We will need to face this thing, it looks like. You better draw your weapons.
They've been drawn. Right.
Is it a spirit?
He pulled. It's some sort of dark shadow, and he pulls out his pistols. I don't know what this will do. This creature coming at us is known as a Glegendok. They are very sneaky.
Let's see if he can sneak past us.
Be careful. This thing will take your mind. You see him get ready. He pulls his pistol out, and you see behind him some of the shadows begin to come closer. Travis, see if you can get Grayson.
Okay.
So if the path is clear, we're going to get out of here.
Okay. So, all right, I go.
He's dead. He's gone.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
don't know why
kidding.
I ran away.
I'm kidding. We're all going to die. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't say any of that. I'm just being stupid. You leave. You run over there, and you see Grayson is on the floor.
He got.
And the torch is just there. And you see vampires are around him in a circle that is equal to where the torch emanates. And they're just like this. What do you want to do?
I go back to them.
Okay, make stealth roll.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Looking for a 6.
Yes, 2 6s.
2 6s?
That's right.
Okay. So you back off. They don't see you. They're so focused. They're so hungry. They're just eating rodents and such, and this is like a prize. And they're all just waiting, I guess, for the fire to dim out. You don't know if it will or not. Well, I'm talking to you. You don't know if it will or not. What's this guy? No, he's not even there. You don't know if it will or not, but you back off, and they are pretty much blocking the door. You could possibly try to run for it, but the door has no door to the
Right.
lift. It's fallen off on the floor.
Right.
So you have to go into the lift, and that would be an issue. You come back, role play.
He's down. There's vampires all around him. Torches there, but they've surrounded him, and they're in front of the door to the lift.
Many.
A whole bunch.
Good.
He's surrounded, and he's down. He's on the floor.
Is he dead? Or is he?
I couldn't get close enough to tell if he's dead or not, but he's down.
The torch is lit though.
Torch is still lit at the moment.
Gentlemen, we have a big decision ahead of us. We could face these creatures here. Tactically, that might work out for the best of us. The escape routes are possibly blocked. I don't know if we can get down that chasm. I don't know if we can get back to the lift. We could run for either one, or we make our stand here and try to face these vampires afterwards. You are my bodyguards. I'll defer to you.
Lift. No, there's no door. Are there sides, or is it open on the sides?
The side it is a complete cage, but it's just the one entrance. So it's like you could think of it like a regular elevator in a sense.
Okay.
I want to try and touch the amethyst and see if I can like emit something from that, like the ones that are all connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
You touch the amethyst, and then you emit what?
I want to see if are they all like part of like the same network, kinda.
So you touch it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you touch the amethyst, and all of a sudden you spiritually go somewhere else,
Okay.
So,
and you see this huge tree in front of you, and you get the vision like of Indaria, and Indaria speaks to you.
Whoa.
I now defer to Brooke's
my
character. Who, by the way, Brooke does not know what she's going to say right now, so this is just a complete improv. But I do not control Brooke's character, who is in Daria, and Brooke also has her character today, but she is also the deity in this instance.
Okay.
Go ahead, be Andaria.
Heroes.
Andaria, I need your help. The amethysts that I've just touched,
Yes.
are they all connected to each other?
Yes.
I can do things with amethysts, but on a grander scale, I need to try and make it happen here, now. Or otherwise, me and my party will perish.
You, as Andaria, you know exactly what's going on here because you just focus in on it and you instantly understand.
Okay. And can I give him that ability to do so?
I won't say what you can and can't do.
Okay. Can I tell his truth as a deity? Am I able to? Or do I have to do like an insight check?
You have ultimate power. You are literally the planet.
Okay.
Can I tell her my actual goal since she's like a god?
You can tell anything you want. You guys can
I
both
can
say anything you want to know.
psionic blast
Can I
with
tell-
using an amethyst. I'm trying to amplify that and use all the amethysts. Yes. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes, Kiros.
I will try.
Good luck.
Okay.
Okay, so you release him. You kind of let
I
him go back.
release him, yeah.
You come back to the moment where you're there.
So I can psionic blast with my amethyst. I want to try and do that using all of the amethysts. See if I can like link them and just like chain them.
I'll allow it. In this unique situation, you're gonna have to roll a will check,
Okay.
and every 6 is gonna be a multiplier.
A will check. A will check. A will check. Will. 3. No 6.
Any rerolls?
I have the one reroll, right? Do that?
Oh yeah.
You do it. Yeah, it's a luck roll. So you no. So you roll luck number of dice over.
Luck number of dice over.
What's your luck?
My luck is 3.
So you can roll 3 of those dice over. So you spend the first round trying to tap into these crystals, and
Yeah.
you're just unable to.
Mm.
As in Daria, you were just watching, but you can see that he's doing that. Does Zandaria stay to pay attention, or does Zandaria leave?
I stay.
Okay.
Is there anything I could do to give him a boost? Can I help him in any
You
way?
can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You are the planet. But you don't go. Power move.
You're the planet, but I'm stronger.
We're running the show. We're running the show. All right, I go to Crystal. I was like, if we make a run for the elevator, they can only come at us a couple at a time. Here, those ones behind us find us. We're going to be caught in a pincher.
Agreed. We should try to get back to the elevator.
Do you believe that we'll be facing both sides because, like, it doesn't seem like they know that we're here. Of course, once we are in a battle, they will be alerted to our presence.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't know this Grindock, whatever it's called.
The Gleckendok.
Gleckendock. You know, they can mess with your minds, but how hard are they to kill?
Only magic can hurt them, from what I've seen.
All right.
My bullets are enchanted, but they are very powerful. Well, they're not. Their power of the mind is their greatest weapon.
I like it. Sounds like a...
But whatever, I'm just weighing out the options.
I think our best bet is to deal with things that I can kill, which is not that.
She wants to run into the lift.
I say do that.
Are we to turn the lift on immediately when we're all in?
Yeah. Try and get that torch on the way.
Yes, the torch is protective.
It's right by the lift. The torch.
You agree?
Yes.
Wizard. They wish to flee to the lift.
Yes.
What were you doing with touching all this stuff?
If I can try it again, I'll try it again. But if I can't try it again, it's like, can I get another shot? Is that a thing I can do?
I don't know what you're going to try. You can
I'll
try whatever you want.
Give me a second. I'll try it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Gosh darn it. No. Dice are not with me today.
Okay. He says to you after, he's like, if you have an idea, we're open to it.
I'm trying to charge the amethysts. I'm very skilled with amethysts. I'm trying to chain them on a larger scale and amplify it and create a blast.
Do you strongly believe that this will work?
I think so. They're all connected.
I have to admit that I have seen branches come out of these portals and stuff, remnants of cold and such, but I have not seen this that is. It looks like this straight roots or whatever it is grew into the crystals and came out, and the crystals are shattered amongst its remains. As long as you feel that you have some sort of confidence about this.
I do. I think it can work.
Take a round. Take a round. I would have said that.
If you can do it, do it.
Take a few seconds, perhaps intervals of 6, and try it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm trained in amethyst. Does that help me at all, like with these rolls?
It's a lot. You can do it. You just need to roll a 6, buddy.
Yeah. So can I roll 6 dice? Because my training in amethyst is 6. I'm using my will.
Oh, you want to use your training on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it from this area forward.
So add that onto the 3.
Yes.
Jeez.
Okay, this is great. I never know how to do it.
2 6s.
2 6s.
1 fell off the table. That's a 1.
It's gonna fall again. 2 6s. So you chime in, and you're looking to do what exactly?
I'm trying to use my psionic blast ability, but on like a bigger scale.
Okay, so I'll allow you to. You just want to increase your area. Okay, so I'll allow you to double your range. Or actually, I'll allow you to triple your range because there's a whole load of amethyst crystals in here.
Range is 30, so...
So 90?
Yeah.
Okay, so 90 feet.
How far away is this thing?
How far away are the things?
They're not that close yet, but they are making their way over. So you open your eyes, and you see his eyes are glowing purple. It's like, looks like it worked.
All right.
To some degree.
So let's wait.
I'll wait
he
until...
does-
Yeah,
You give me the
you
signal.
see him just looking around. His eyes are glowing, and he's just like waiting for all these creatures, and you get that sense immediately.
All right. If he's focusing out on that thing, I'm gonna turn around and face these vampires.
So there is, it's not just open. There is like some area of rocks. They don't see you directly.
I know.
Do you walk around the area to look, or you just wait? You're just facing that direction.
No, I'm actually trying to listen for them.
Okay, perception.
Since there's rubble around, I tell Christor to take cover behind, like, find some cover, and I'm gonna look for a spot actually as well to like fire from, like a cover spot.
Okay.
I want to look for cover.
It's basically amongst the bramble, the roots and such.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other cover in the immediate area besides the actual machine, which is in the middle. So you would be amongst the roots firing. You could go right to the rock that's there between you, but it brings you really close to them, and almost like you don't know if they're going to pop out or not without looking. So
Okay, now I don't want to do that because I don't want to go too far away
Right,
from
so
everybody
the-
else. So
the roots is we'll call
Okay.
it the bramble. The bramble is where you need to be.
okay,
I saw the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening.
okay.
Okay, so you just take cover.
I'm just laughing also at the sense of cover. I'm like 7.5 feet tall.
Right. Exactly.
Just go behind my legs.
And Daria, you are perceiving this. You may stop perceiving it at any moment, or you may take an action if you wish.
I want to. Can I power up the amethyst for him as well?
You are a planet.
Yes.
Okay. To what degree?
I give.
You need to be specific about your power.
Yes.
You're now a god. Don't ruin this. You have 6 seconds.
I just I touch the base of where the tree is with my hands. And I
There's no
give some
trees. You mean like the
power-
roots?
The roots, yeah.
Okay, so you just like kind of. And what do? You increase them
I
by
give it
what exact amount?
I increase it by 0.5 amount.
0.5.
Well, 1%. 1%.
1%.
Yeah.
What?
What? I'm sorry.
What? You're not there.
I know, but there's a lot of different things. All right, it's fine.
That's of-
Exactly. I'm with you.
That's of the whole planet.
No,
That's
it's
why I
what-
only give-
You're increasing the power of these roots and the crystals
He's not
coming out.
doing the power of the planet game with the percentage.
He's not. He's not doing that. Or
No,
he is
no,
doing
it's
that?
not like that.
Oh, okay.
It's not like that
Okay.
time. She's
Well,
thinking
I don't
about
know
that
what it
time
is.
a long time ago when
Yeah.
you did that thing with the power of the planet and
Yes.
the percentage.
Is that
That's
what I'm
she's
doing?
thinking about. No,
Okay.
Get out of
Okay.
that mindset.
All right. But he says I'm a planet. Don't F it
You're
up.
yeah. You're
I
you're
didn't
a
speak
god.
about any math. I just said
You're a god.
If someone asks you if
Godlike
you're a god,
powers.
Okay. So
Just
I
do
just
awesome stuff.
I take these,
Other people
I,
might think what I did was dangerous to giving a player such abilities, but I think it's not dangerous at all. I will give you a
I come up
renewed 6
through-
seconds.
Okay. I come up through I kind of come up behind Kiros and
Are you, wait, so you're appearing in some sort of form in the room?
That's amazing.
They'll think,
Yeah.
oh my
Because
god.
before you weren't there, you're putting yourself
right,
in the room.
I was in the bottom.
Just want to make sure that we all know that you put yourself in the room.
Yep.
Continue.
I put my essence in the room.
Exactly, which means connected to you, so you're in the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Just
And
wanted
then I
make sure.
I helped amplify his psionic blast.
Okay, you still didn't give me any sort of. By how much? Why are you shocked? It's the same
Because
question.
I don't know, is it how you asking me? Like percentage, foot
However
power?
you want-
whisper. I whisper. I'm saying 500% will do.
Say what you want.
500% will do just fine.
Yeah. Just you decide.
You cannot use 500% as a metagame.
All right, but
She's,
you
she's
decide.
talking to me. Then.
She's not talking to you. She's talking to nobody.
I triple what it was going to be of his. So I triple his already tripled.
Okay, so 270 feet. You feel all of a sudden that you become empowered. You don't really know why, but you feel them and you feel the vampires within your range because that's how the crystals work. You can kind of feel the creatures, anything alive, and you feel like everybody's within your range.
Is that triple damage too?
But you also feel them in your range too. Just make sure you can distinguish. I'm going to say fairly, you cannot distinguish because you're way above your pay grade right now.
I can't talk right now, can I?
No. 6 seconds.
Fuck it. Oh, sorry. I go for it. I go for it.
Oh my god.
My bad.
Oh my god.
Okay. Begin.
Is it triple damage too?
I'll say it's double damage.
Oh. 7.
All that? All this?
All
For
that.
7 damage?
I know.
Double, 14.
14. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
14.
I reach up, my hand reaches up to the
You
ground.
don't
and I
go.
knock
You don't go.
I'm kidding.
You don't go.
I knock the dice over again.
I'm rolling so bad
She's
today.
trying. I give her the power of a god. She's trying to be a god in real life.
Yeah.
What's happening?
She's trying to affect your dice in
I don't
real
know how to
life.
do that.
Somehow you're doing better at that than the guy in the game. Like, come on.
Okay, so through the power of Endaria, you expand yourself to great lengths, and you empower your damage to the mighty amount of 14 psionic
I
damage.
know.
Some of the low-level spirits and shadows dissipate. They go away. For the most part, they're there, and everyone is, even the vampires, which I would imagine you get a sense of the feeling, are now alerted that something's attacking them, and they just don't know where they are. And the vampires begin to move in all directions, looking for whatever that source is. That was your turn. You go.
Jeez.
All right.
14.
All right.
Chuck Earl says you guys need. By the way, we do take fan help. So if you're a fan watching at home and you're a player and you have a better idea than they do, which you probably do, then say it. They will be able to use it.
All right.
Chuck Earl says they need a light spell.
That's a good idea.
First of all, do we see Andaria just show up?
You do not.
Oh, that's a shame.
All right.
Does Kiros or no?
No.
Can he
he's not.
sense her?
He senses. He doesn't think that you've arrived. He thinks that he's still feeling you from before.
All right. I'm gonna look and see if one of these vampires are heading in our direction.
Okay, you just turn around. You hear them moving around, and you hear a lot of shuffling.
I mean, other than the fact that it's dark, that's the only cover I have, right? I mean, there's like,
Yes, it's very dark in here, but you hear lots of movement. You know that it's getting chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
You just know that it takes one of them to see you, and it's all on. And there's got to be at least 15 to 20 of them there.
Gosh, we gotta go. We gotta go.
This is an odd predicament. Oh. What's your name? Kairos?
Yeah, Kibros.
Kiros?
Yeah.
Kiros, do you think that you can do this again? And by the way, you all took 14 damage.
Oh, we did.
If you watch your Sonic DR, make sure you don't have any
I'll
boost to
try
it.
it as much as I can.
And is there a will save for Sonic Blast?
No.
Is it combat related or?
It's from my crystal. It comes out of my hands. So, it's based off of the hands thing from the amethyst.
Okay, it might be combat, but for now,
Yeah.
so just take 14 damage. Okay, so you're just kind of looking, Travis.
Well, I'm not going to leave Christor by himself, so...
Everyone's still there.
Yeah, so... I don't have anybody in range of me right now, so I gotta wait.
holding off.
Yeah.
And Daria.
Okay.
This is the essence, the soul of the entire planet.
So the entire planet. I collect their crew. Right? I can sense the dark and the light. Right?
There are many creatures here.
There are many creatures here.
Yes.
But I can tell the difference between like the crew that came with Christor and
You can. The only X factor is the one thing that is a crux to Celestials. You know what that is? For extra experience points?
kryptonite. No.
Yes! Anybody know?
All right.
What's the crux to the energy that is a crux to Celestials and Immortals and things like that?
In the crystal. But it's in the crystal.
I don't know if I understand the question appropriately.
There's an energy that is a problem for Celestials or Immortals. There's one energy that's in the quest has been noted.
Is it Giantkin? Because they were created like through
No,
magic?
an energy.
Oh.
An energy type.
Oh, the emerald.
No, it's I think it's like that like the shadow energy. Like it's not of the light. Same stuff like the necromancer is using. Is that it?
No.
Nah. I strongly missed. Sorry.
From Iron Kingdom. The end. And the energy that is of chaos and chronomancy.
Oh, yeah.
So there is an there's a bit of chronomancy that's here, and a lot more amplified by that shadow realm that came through. So when you sense, ultimately, the answer is when you sense this area, if you do the wrong thing and mess with it too much, you may cause a problem,
Okay.
like a time rift,
Okay.
or you may mess with time completely by accident.
That's pretty cool.
So I
6 seconds from here. Go ahead.
can I give them all light protection and then I leave the area.
Okay, what does that mean? All light protection.
I cover them in circles of light
Okay, so circles of light appear around them.
around like holy light.
Oh,
Right? And then I leave the room. I don't want to mess anything
Just
up.
walks out.
I don't want to mess it
Takes the
up.
lift.
Opens the door. Bye, bitches.
We're really screwed now.
so you highlighted all
I
of us
sense
for
that
all the
magic.
bad guys.
They are here.
I
They
sense-
are
Giant
here.
pointer.
I sense the
You
magic.
highlighted us.
What is it? So that you put holy light around them. What does it do?
It protects them from any of the dark magic.
Okay, in what
And they
way?
can leave. They can exit.
Okay.
They can pick up the torch. They can exit. They won't get.
Okay, so these, we'll say it's a ring, like a ring around them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like a large halo is around you, like an aura around you.
Whose magic is this? Did you do this?
Kinda, but not really.
What?
All right. What is it? Other than bright.
I don't know.
Do vampires notice?
Yes.
All right.
Are
here
they coming
come.
at us?
You see them making their way towards you guys. It's getting louder. And I'm going to say the next round is when they come out. You know they're coming now,
Guys,
for sure.
I can't do
I go,
another thing, can I?
Get Christopher to the elevator.
All right.
You have one more round here, so
Yeah,
you
I'll do
can
another thing.
All right.
The Sonic Blast?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run for the elevator and try and attack the first vampire that gets in between me and that.
Yeah, I grab
And I
Two
tell him
sixes.
to get Christopher to the
I
elevator.
grab Christor and try to start moving towards
Two
the
sixes.
elevator.
Okay.
14 damage again.
14 damage.
my
I'll say
God.
it's still doubled.
That's 14, yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I assumed it was my bad.
Okay, so the vampires, everyone here, everyone takes damage.
man.
You take another 14. Crystal takes 14. Everyone's now down 28.
Even though they
So
have
far,
the
the
light.
evil is doing great.
Wait, but even though they have the light around them, did I protect them?
It's sonic energy.
Oh.
So you're running into them. So you run around. You run around this rock face and such into one of the passageways, and you see. It looks like this might as well be like Snowpiercer, where they're all like running down the corridor.
Oh,
Right?
God,
Good
no.
reference for this moment, right?
Yeah.
So they're coming, like running out, and they're not being phased by the light, at least not yet. But you're just attacking to them. You're attacking them, and they're running into you. And you can make your attack this round. Travis, you're getting Christor and running behind him.
Yeah, but yeah, towards the elevator. Yep.
Okay. And Daria, you said before you left, so you're out.
Before I leave,
Oh my god.
am I able to create Ayana?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay. So I push up my powers through this tree.
Okay, so all of a sudden, so as you grab Kristor, you see, the tree grows up around you. And what happens next? Around you, you're still within the tree.
And it just went
I
up.
grab all of them. Right?
So you're gonna grab all of them.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Hold on a second.
Sure.
You say I arrive, right?
Do you?
I don't know. What did you say? I'm in the tree.
I didn't say anything. I said I'm telling him what's happening off of what you said.
That the tree grabs him.
It grows.
It grows.
No
it's
one
just
grabbed
growing. It's just growing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So she just grows, and you just want to torture him.
I'm listening
No,
to
we're
your
trying-
words.
I'm growing.
I'm trying to follow your
Don't
instructions.
even, don't even look at him.
Yeah, don't
Just,
even-
just say what you want to
Be
happen.
here.
I'll just
from
stay
her.
here.
But here in the moment.
Yes.
Yes.
I emit from her the circle of protection that she has, and she protects all that she encompasses with her.
You've been a
aura.
circle of protection
Yeah.
around the device where the chronomancy is?
The tree, wherever the tree, where Ayana's
That's where
coming
the
out
tree,
from.
yeah, it's all coming out of the...
Yeah.
Okay, so you make a circle of protection around the area where the device and the chronomancy is, and you want Ayana, just as your new character right now, to come up from that. Am I correct? You seem like you're in thought.
I am, because I'm confused about how she's coming up.
You decide. You can't be confused. You got to tell me.
She can come up through the device.
You have creative control. Go for it. Make it
I
awesome.
don't know what to do. This is. I've never been to a planet before. Wait,
I have.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not a drummer or a planet.
Now, if Phil had this power, the game would be over.
I have had this power.
I'm not saying for good.
And we win.
I
Not for
swung the
good.
sword.
No, just be, yes.
And we win.
Wait.
I destroy all the evil on the
Yes, throw the evil. We're done. Let's go home. Go into the diner. Okay, so I'm going to be fair, we're well beyond the 6-second limit normally. But I'm also going to hold you accountable for everything that you have stated. So the tree has grown up around him. A holy light is around that tree.
Him who?
There is a holy light around him individually.
Right.
You now just created another holy light that is around the entire area that is emanating from the tree and the device that has the chronomancy energy that we talked about before, where there was a DM warning.
I see.
Now
so can she come up?
You also
No, but I don't want her through the device.
You also, I'm saying you also cast something basically on the tree and the device.
Okay.
You also want her to erupt from. Your character is going to erupt out of this. Out of where? It's your choice.
Out of the ground.
Out of the ground. Where? It needs to be from the tree. So where?
Where from the tree does she erupt?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, why? What are my
Seems
choices?
like a simple question.
What are my choices? Out of the trunk of it. What do you mean? Out of
There's no tree with a trunk. It's just vines and roots.
So I guess just pick a
she
spot.
comes up out of the ground.
That's good.
Okay. From anywhere in the tree, not from the device, in somewhere in the tree. It's whatever you answer is going to be it. Just have to not put a question mark at the end of your
tell
answer.
him- you tell him where you want.
Creative control.
Your choice.
Yeah, picture the area.
How epic
Because
do you want it to look?
if she's gonna, I don't want her to mess with the chronomancer.
You already did. You've
Yeah,
already
yeah.
done
It
that.
done
We're
happened.
past
You've
that.
done that yourself.
You've done that
We're
yourself.
past that. It's time
We're
to
past
pick-
that. Yeah.
How
How
embarrassed.
How
So
embarrassed.
I am embarrassed. All right, so
Nah, don't
I
be embarrassed.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Roll with it.
Don't be
Go
embarrassed.
with it.
It's
Own
only
it.
your one shot to be the powerful celestial you are. So
Own it. Own it.
enjoy it. I'm only messing with you. Just whatever you want to do is what's going to happen. I only need to know the last part of it. Where does Ayana appear? 6 seconds.
if she goes up through the device, does she break the device?
If you don't want her to, no, she won't break the device.
Okay. She comes up from around the device.
From around the device.
Yeah, like, you know. Come on, man. I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry. You just keep saying different stuff every time.
Bro, well, I don't know what to.
Can't help it.
Make it cool.
Who are you
Alright,
mad
like-
at right now? Us or
Me.
you?
She's mad at me. It's my fault.
Or
I'm not mad at
Damien?
you. I don't know what's
You're
happening.
doing great, Brooke.
I know I'm
Killing it.
not.
Just
I know
do
I'm
it.
not.
Honestly,
I'm killing
just
do
something.
it.
You literally, it's just every time you say something, all he does is repeat what you say,
And
and
then you say
want it-
no.
Then
It's
you,
a cla- yeah.
I want to
It's
something
classic.
else
Just
different.
don't. Just do you.
Let's
It
check.
is. He's messing
Let's
me
do a
up.
check-in with the fans.
Oh no.
Yay!
Yay!
What do they have to tell us how we're not doing good?
Okay, fans.
They're all
is
holding
it
their
safe?
heads.
Just all left.
Here's some of our super fans who are watching the show with us live right now. What do you guys? If you guys want to say anything right now, you can say something. Go ahead. You have this one chance.
Honestly, I don't think I can.
Wow.
I don't know what to do.
Just pick a
Form all the
spot
roots together
anywhere.
and make them all into a tree that is Ayana, and then they can be like that.
Yeah, like a new tree sprouts, and it's you?
Yes.
You should do that.
So
Yeah.
make
We're
a
at
tree
acorn.
grow that turns into Ayana
Yeah.
with all of her powers and all of her abilities that she has on her sheet.
Where does she come from, though? She doesn't come up through the
Just
device.
out of the ground.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I
anywhere
said. Out
on
of the
the
ground.
ground.
He says
Yeah.
where? Where out of the ground?
He says where? He wants to know more.
Where's
It's
the
like he
room?
needs to know.
Go
10
right
feet away, 20 feet away.
20 feet,
Anywhere
20
close.
feet away from everyone in a spot, in an open spot.
That's so great.
I love this. I love this. We need. They literally have to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Pick a
Okay,
nice
thank you
open
guys.
spot.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you guys.
Okay, you've now heard from crew, Dungeon Master, the storyteller, and the fans.
Yeah,
Where does Ayana come from?
Ayana comes from the ground, away from the device.
Away from the device.
Stop it! I'm onto you. I'm just onto you.
Why can't he
Where-
repeat something?
Where's
Yes, away from the device.
Where's that mean? In the tree?
Just tell him, give him a specific spot. No?
But I don't know what the specific spot.
Okay, away
in
from the
room.
device. So in the Red City, miles
No,
away.
no, no, no.
Oh, you mean
Within the
closer?
room, yes,
So
within the
Okay,
room.
in the room. We're getting
In the
closer.
room, all right,
Yes,
good,
within
good.
the room.
In the forest area, right next to them.
next to
If there's a battle map here, where do you appear? I need to know where you
Go
appear.
right next to
That's
where
it.
I was touching the crystal.
I
That'd be
appear.
nice.
I appear next to heroes.
That's nice. I like that.
Okay,
Kind of like I summoned
and there you go.
Okay.
Now we're
Holy
gonna.
cows.
We are now going to roll for the ultimate effect that you did when you cast your magical power of the entire world into an area with chronomancy onto it.
The circle of protection.
Yes.
Okay.
You enchanted your magic on top of an area that had chronomancy, which is the warning. So what you're going to do is we're going to roll a check. If there is a 1 amongst any of your rolls, you are going to change something possibly very big in history.
Jeez.
This is
Cool.
why I don't like to play this game.
This is the best part of this game.
Oh
right?
my god.
We will
Let's
now
do it.
begin with Tom.
All right.
Oh my god.
What are you hoping for?
1.
6.
Oh no!
Everyone makes that joke every 3 episodes.
Oh no!
Reroll! Reroll! I have 1. Reroll
Well,
it.
There you go. That's
Do I
Don't
want to
use
use
that-
it though?
No,
I
No,
want
no.
you to use
You're,
it.
She could
you're
force
compelled.
you.
I have to. Okay.
You're compelled.
Unless you have that one
Power
If-
of Ayana compels you.
ability, or unless you're that one.
3.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Man.
She's cocky now. I feel like
I can do it again, right?
Is it a 1?
I would say it's a 6.
6.
Let me do it again. What happened?
It's sort of
like on the-
slightly on its
That
edge,
doesn't
but
count.
it's a
Roll
6.
it again.
Oh man, see, you should have just kept the 6.
4.
Roll it until you roll a 1.
The DM
When I tell the
commands
story,
you.
I'm like, and then she
Don't
rolled a 1.
stop rolling.
can't believe it.
DM
He made me roll it.
commands it.
Ridiculous, I know.
6.
Raise your hand if you're upset.
We could have had it.
Fans,
Team chaos. Here.
fans are upset. They're all upset. Everyone's
Whatever
upset.
didn't
side
wanna
Phil's on,
use
it's
it.
just chaos. Phil triggered Tom. It's Phil.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
always
It's
high.
chaos.
No.
Chaos.
No.
It's everywhere he goes.
It is.
Everywhere he goes.
That's it.
Look, now Tom wants the end of the world. He's next to it.
That's it.
Anytime we have an opportunity to screw up the timeline, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
No, I think if Dan was there, you'd be a little more.
Dan would
Dave's
be
like,
so,
no.
Yes.
Do we really want to do this?
Yeah,
do we really
yeah.
want to do
And
this?
Phil would be on this side of the table making us
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'd be like, yeah, do it.
Okay, so you cast a healing, a holy
Protective
light,
shield.
yeah, around the entire tree.
Yeah, sure.
And out of the area, this is what you said. And out of the area around, but pretty close to the device, springs a tree. We're gonna say it's like in like a ball of like bramble, and out of that bramble emerges a figure that stands up to about it's 6 feet tall. 7 feet tall.
6 and a
Wow.
half. 6 and a half. 7 feet.
Which one?
6 and a half. It's a 6 and a half.
6.5 feet. 6.5 feet tall, and it is a lark, which means it is a humanoid version of like a tree-like being, which we've seen in the quest before. And she is wooden colored and kind of like a purplish tint, and the emeralds are all over her body within it.
Amethyst.
Amethyst, sorry. Amethyst are all over her body. And as you stand there, you put your arms out, Oh, I'm sorry. And you see that her bark grows into a shield, and is a tree, like a rust-colored tree, that is like on that shield. And out of her other palm grows this huge amethyst sword.
Whoa.
And you just feel like the energy of Andaria has arrived in this room. It's so much energy that it almost tore apart the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happens,
That's
and
an
you're
entrance.
fighting the vampires.
Man.
He's all behind me, man.
Yes.
All right.
So, what was your attack?
I didn't roll it.
No one.
Well, almost. Not great.
Okay, so you run up to the first one. You go to attack. They go to attack you. As they get close to you, you see them like severed by this light that touches them like a blade. The vampire runs to you, goes, and falls on the ground. And you see the first few are just dying, and the next few are like holding up. And they're just like,
Eat it. I start trying to run through them as much as I can.
okay. So you push yourself around them, just trying to like use the aura around you to kind of kill these vampires, which you're doing successfully. You're within the tree. You're within the tree, and so is now your character. Welcome, you are finally in the game for real, and you're no longer playing your old character, who is the soul of the world.
Can I just clarify? So the brambles on the ground
You're-
grew up,
Yes.
and now it's like a wall of tree
Yes.
in front of us?
Yes.
Okay, like kind
and
of around us.
And around, outside of that, there was like a holy light protecting you.
Right. Okay, got it. Can't move
I
now.
don't know.
Did I do this?
Me and Christo are in there.
It
And
is
you.
too, I think.
So
Yeah,
you
he's
see
in
this
there,
you see
yeah.
this being is standing in front of you. There's no mouth to this being, to be clear, just in case that comes up. And the being's just standing there.
Whoa.
Is this my fault? Did I?
It's a tree.
Did I do
It's
this?
a lark.
So
Did you do that? Did you?
Did
bring
I?
this?
I don't know. I can't tell.
They
Well,
hear,
hopefully they're here to help us.
they hear in their minds. I am Andaria's vengeance.
Yes.
Oh my!
Did you hear that in your head? Did you hear that too?
Can we be best friends?
Maybe.
Okay, what do you do? What's your first official act in this world?
I slapped my shield with my sword.
I want to amplify her sword.
What are you actually doing to the amplification?
I amplified. I give it 3d6 to when she rolls a 6. Next time she rolls a 6 on a damage roll, you add 3d6 to it.
Oh wow!
Oh my god.
So your crystal sword goes like lights up.
Do
Okay.
things.
Okay.
Go crazy.
We have some of the fans are saying a couple of things. Let's see, circle. There's no circle protection spell. Only say we're gonna have another TPK. Richard Wild says, "Please post this, Tony. Tom grappled him. I want you to grapple him with the energy around
What's
you."
happening?
Okay,
Yeah.
so he amps you up. What do you want to do?
Actually, that's a good idea. Could I grapple all of the other... Wait, where are the Gleckenbackers? The Gelgan beaks. No. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go home and watch the rest of the episode.
The Glockenspiels.
Watch it live.
Give me the Glockenspiels.
I'm sorry.
The first time you said it, you said it with such confidence, and then immediately like,
Tony, where's the Glackenspachers?
where's the
the Glockendeutsch.
There's
Where's that?
Testlager.
Lickety Glocks? I don't know what they're called either yet, but
What's up, all my glip claps?
The Gelgan
Once again, I am waiting for your correct response. What do you want to do?
The
correct
creatures. How about the
response.
creatures?
The creatures.
Just call them evil
Yeah.
creatures.
So you have these shadows. You have the. I almost don't want to say it because I don't want to ruin it for you. I want you to not know. Maybe say it wrong again. I'll reveal it if people want to know the name. But I don't know if you want me to say the right name.
Go
No,
back
right?
and watch it.
I want to keep trying
Yes.
to come up with
We need
it.
to clip that. Somebody clip that for us, please. That reminded me of Rob when he played Jeopardy. He did the same kind of thing. That creature is there with other shadows, and the vampires are approaching from both sides. Tom's character Zim has made his way down one of the paths. You see the light from his holy aura around him, and there are actually creatures, vampires, coming around the other way, which is like you can come in two ways into this large room. But you are protected at this moment from the bramble and from the holy aura that Andaria created.
Our friend Zimkur is out there.
I'm gonna give you 6 seconds
the
now.
vampires.
6.
Can I grab him? I grab him with one of my branches and I pull him in. he out of the aura?
He's out of the bramble, the aura, everything else. He's too far, and he's out of it.
But he already has the cylinder, correct?
But he's far away. He's
All
already.
right, but he is protected.
Yeah, he has the thing around
Okay,
it.
okay.
6 seconds. 5 seconds. 5, 4.
I grab them all.
3.
I
2.
leave.
Leave.
You grab them all
Like
and you
a
leave.
tree?
I leave like a tree.
That's the end of the episode, guys. No, I'm kidding. Make like a tree and leave.
How can I not?
Oh my god.
This is your idea? He powered up your sword and like make like a tree and leave.
Thank you. Out.
What? How do you leave? You are in this bramble. Please explain this to me. No, your turn. Your turn is
That's it.
ending. How do you
You're
get
done.
out? What do you do? I need
I
to know.
slice my way through.
Okay, so you.
I slice our way through.
Okay, so you slice. Go forward. You slice off the brambles, which are made of your own things. So.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then you go into the holy light, and then you're outside of it, and then where do you go? You said you want to grapple
Are
everybody?
they all over the place? Are all these vampires all over the place?
They're about to be. There's a lot of them, yeah.
Are they close to us? Like within our
Close
reach?
enough.
Are we...
I'm going to compel you
all
to
right,
make
all
a
right.
decision.
So now I'm gonna
Slice
smite.
and
I'm gonna
dice?
smite them. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna slice and dice them with my
Okay.
magic strike. Oh no, not my magic strike.
I want to
my,
go back
my
in
sword.
time where she just says, I attacked the
My
vampires.
sword.
Okay, so you run out there, and you see Tom is trying to hug every person in this room. He's spreading love. And you run behind him, and all of a sudden you see a creature that you have no idea exists. In fact, you think it's like the Predator is coming at you right now. If you see the image, it looks pretty much like that. And you
Oh my
see, all of a
God.
sudden you turn around as you're doing it, and you see this large 6.5 foot purplish tree come over with a crystal sword that's lit up, and she goes past you and goes, it slices one of the vampires, starts attacking them all. You are imbued with the same holy light and such. 'Cause I imagine that would have made sense if you weren't. And then you're just slicing him down as he is. Okay, you don't have to roll for this moment.
Okay.
So that's what you're doing.
Zimker, don't hurt the tree.
I don't know if I can. All right. Get to the elevator.
Let's go, Christor.
This is a day. This is a day. he
Like that's what we're trying to. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, so
We're
he
trying
looks
to
back
clear
at the
a path.
device, and he's like, I guess we have to go. I wanted more time here. So he runs out, and you guys run into the lift. You have all the things around you, so you're not having an issue. They're right in your face, but you're just repelling them very easily.
Do we pass the cleric?
Yeah,
On the ground?
Grayson's on the floor.
I pick him up.
Okay. His torch is on the floor as well.
Grab the torch. I
Yeah.
thought you grabbed the
Someone else
Somebody
grab the
wanna grab-
torch.
Are there any components I can grab before I move out?
They're in the device. You didn't say you ran yet?
No, I didn't say I ran yet.
Okay. So it will take you a few rounds, but you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay, you all get into the lift.
I'll
Most
take
of you,
the torch. Then that's fine.
all of you are there in the lift except for the wizard. Now we're going to play the waiting game. You're going to tell me. I'm not going to tell you when the magic's going to wear off, and you're going to tell me when you pull the lever on the lift to bring it up.
Can we see
No, you can't see him.
in the light? Okay.
Just way big. Oh, okay.
Um.
So here we go. First round. I only need one person to give me the maneuver of pulling the lever, and I will activate the lift.
First person to pull the lever. So we didn't even
Yes,
say it.
first person to pull the lever. Here we go. First round, 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3,
Did you
2,
go?
1.
You're with us in the.
You pull the lever.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lever's been pulled.
The wizard.
Did you even go? Did you even go with them?
Yeah,
I grabbed that.
Okay.
yeah.
I put the lever back up.
No, she pulled it. It went down.
Yeah, I can't.
Now it goes all the way up. Yeah.
Wizard!
So now the whole lift is going up.
Wizard!
Heroes.
You hear lift.
Oh well. That's work.
Oh man.
So the lever is going. You guys are going up. Some vampires are trying to hold on to the lift. One round up, all the Idarian light goes away.
Wow.
So in that respect, it
Wow.
wasn't a bad move because all the Idarian light goes away.
All right, I start hacking at this vampire. That's
Okay, so you
Yeah,
can
take
hit
a
them
shot.
through it. Make your attack. Make your attack.
Well, there's no door in front. You just...
Yeah, it's open.
You're fighting through the cage.
Oh, okay. I thought they were in the front. All right.
Oh yeah, no, they're hanging. They're hanging.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't need anything crazy. You just make an attack.
Yes.
17.
17 will do it.
17.
15.
15 will do it also. Okay, so you guys start to shoot. You shoot the hands. Eventually, you're fine for damage. You they drop, they fall. Same thing with you. What's your weapon?
I have an axe.
You have an, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you smash the cage a few times. You bend the bars. The vampire falls down, and the lift is moving up a little bit faster. You can now role play on the lift.
Okay. We have.
Where's the wizard?
He doesn't come.
He's still down there.
We should have waited for him.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna wait in the elevator, but somebody pulled the lift.
I believe it was his creation of Ataria that pulled the lift.
This lark. I hope the thing gets us.
She
up
just
there.
stands there looking at you. And I suppose that's all right. That's,
As long as the
I'm not
lift
going
keeps
to argue.
going up, I'll be happy.
All right.
We could send
Now,
it down.
here's
for
the
him.
bad news.
Let's send it down for him.
You
Here's
wait,
the bad
You
news.
wait one round,
No.
and the Andaria light goes
Well,
off.
I had a plan for what I wanted to do in that one round.
Great.
Can I say what I wanted to do?
Yeah, you have the round first.
I wanted to do Arcane Charge, right? So what that does is give me an extra skill point to the thing that I want to do next, which is Echo. I'm going to summon 2 more of myself to help me do this as fast as I can.
Okay, are the echoes real?
The Echoes are real, yeah.
Are they 1 hit point each? Is that the one it is?
What are they? The Echoes are... That it doesn't say. They can help me. They can help me attack.
What's the full description?
Sure. I figured you'd like that maneuver if I could pull it off. Echo, 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 echo. I'm sorry. Echo, echo, echo. Oh, it's a spell. Oh, so
You're
sorry.
echoing.
Echo. Okay. Skill number of versions of you appear from alternate timelines to aid you this round. They may use all the same different things that I have, so I can do everything that I
It's
can
exactly what you need.
do. I thought you'd love that.
Yes. Okay, so all of a sudden, and no one gets to watch this cool moment except the fans.
I do.
Yeah. So you sit there, and other versions of you with different color robes appear. And
Just take it apart real quick.
you fill them in on what they also actually know what's going on.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, you're all like pulling out things.
I knew you'd love this.
How long do they stay?
6 seconds.
6 seconds. So
Yeah.
1 round. So they pull some stuff in and just throw it to you, and you have 3 rounds worth of gear. That's 100% going to work.
Wow.
So now the light in Darwin light whisks away. It is gone. Vampires are, fortunately for you, looking the other way towards the lift, but all the shadows and such are now focused directly on you and the Gleckendock.
Okay.
The Glickenbacher is coming after you.
I have psionic invisibility.
I'm Orville
I turn
Glickenbacher.
myself invisible.
That's his name.
I turn
He's
myself
alive.
invisible and I go towards
Orville
the lift.
Gleckenbacher. Are you hearing me, Phil?
I know. I'm trying to survive, man. I'm trying to survive.
Deliciously evil popcorn coming your way.
Freaking blacker.
I turn invisible and go to the lift.
Turn invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn invisible. You make your way towards the lift. And the Gleckendock would be a lot closer to you. So you make your way towards the lift around there. You see there are vampires all around the lift at that point.
Okay.
And the Gleckendock and his other spirits are making their way over. I'm going to put... Well, I know you're excited. I'm going to put them at 2 rounds to be where you are at the
Okay.
lift.
My goal is when I get close enough to the lift, I'm going to blink to the wall and spider grab it and climb up.
This is why he's called the Breaker of Games. He's on his spells.
Doing
Okay.
his thing.
Yes.
So you get to that point. You would become visible at this point, but it doesn't matter because you go to the other side and you start climbing the wall. The vampire's like, some of the vampires start climbing as you're going down there. As you're about to blink across, 2 vampires hit the ground. You go past them and you start climbing up, and the vampires start climbing the wall to follow you, but you are ahead of them, so you're good
Myself
for now.
haste.
He's ahead of the.
Do you
lift
have haste?
now,
Yes.
too.
When did you put haste on?
While I'm climbing, can I give myself haste?
Oh, can you put
Yeah.
haste on? Yes.
Yeah, do that.
And
Now
okay,
he's
there you go.
faster
Yeah,
than
gotta
the
do
lift.
that.
There you go.
gonna beat us up there.
Yeah, he might. So you're climbing faster. The vampires cannot catch up to you. Spirits are you don't know where they are at, but they were making their way over to there.
Oh, hey, there's the wizard.
The top of the you see the
Oh, yeah. He goes past us.
creepily like a vampire. Like
I'm on the top before they get there and be like,
He's already sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What took you so long?
we should kill him when we get to the top.
you finally get to the
He's
top.
turned.
looking at my nails.
You reach the top. He's looking at his nails, and we'll say you ride pretty much at the same time. And
Does he look okay?
you can roleplay. He looks fine. He's not a
The
vampire.
vampire? No.
He's not a vampire. Down below, you hear other vampires and such coming up, though.
All right. Is the cleric alive?
You can roll for him. I'm going to say a 5 or a 6, he's alive, and the rest he's dead. This is a fun see if you can change the story because he's dead. But like, if maybe he's not. Nope, he's dead.
Oh. All right.
Sorry, Grayson.
I check him for vampire bite marks or anything like that.
No, they never got to him. The light protected him.
I killed him then. I say to myself out loud. I hope it wasn't contagious, whatever it was. I'm bringing him back to his buddies.
We must go. But whatever it was, it couldn't have been a vampire or something of that because his spells were protecting him from that.
Right.
But an investigation for another time. And he runs.
All right. I run after him. I'm gonna carry Grayson.
Grayson, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys all running. You're running through this long hall in Arcane City. You guys run outside into the street, and you have the torch on you. And are you walking or running or skipping or crawling? What are we doing?
I'm going by Christor's lead. I mean, is he?
Yeah.
He's running.
All right, then yeah, we're running. Yeah.
Okay.
So I use Echo Wrong. They last they last as long as they can focus, so they last longer than that.
You only had the one round
I
anyway.
know, I'm
So,
just saying.
so fortunately it didn't affect us, but you got it. Three rounds is exactly what
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
3
yeah.
people, so you got it. So you guys,
Running.
yeah, you guys are just running. We're now going to roll another fun roll.
I love fun
By the way,
rolls.
guys, if you're not subscribed to Audio Dungeon, go to The Celestial War on YouTube, and that's where you see all our new videos. All these live videos will be put there in order. It's a great place to find us. Also on The Celestial War on Facebook. We're also on Twitch. So please subscribe. Helps us out. And also, you'll be able to watch this awesome adventure. This is the first episode of this season, of this adventure, so definitely do that. We're now going to do a roll to see how many other vampires are going to see you and come after you. It's a fun game. It's a game where I get to enjoy it and you guys get to suffer.
Great.
So let's begin. Every one, I'm going to say every one is going to be, means I roll 5 dice. And to be fair, the movement would be enough, but you guys are running because you have to run. We're going to make you roll 2 dice. Here we go. No ones. Phil, 2 dice.
2 dice. Here we go. No ones. Two fives.
Brooke, 2 dice.
1.
1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No more rerolls?
No.
Here we go. Okay, 11, 15, 17, 21 vampires like jump down from nearby broken ruined towers and buildings and start making their way down there. But we're not done yet.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. One.
One?
Rerolling.
Ah, an aristocrat.
Oh.
Double 1?
Yeah.
No!
Yes!
That's the
Wow.
opposite. What
He
we
did the
wanted.
same
Yeah,
roll.
yeah.
He rolled double
Twice.
over once twice.
Wow.
Okay, 12, 16, 22,
That's
plus-
43.
Sometimes that's the luck.
And now I leave.
43, so 53, 58, 61, 63, which isn't really wrong. You are in the city where all these rogue vampires are just hanging out and living off of whatever. So 63, is it? 63 vampires you can see at all levels of different buildings are coming at you. Some are coming out of the ground in like holes and different things. And they're just making their way onto the streets. You guys currently are ahead of them, but it's not pretty. We'll start over here. What do you want to do? You're all aware that they're coming.
How far away are we? Because you walked carefully here. How far away on a run are we from the?
It was 20, 25 minutes to the midway section, and then it was another about the same, 20 minutes. So a run,
Yeah, it's
15 minutes, I would say at the best. If you guys don't get, you're gonna be tired. I'm gonna say 20 minutes.
Bad.
Now you believe that within, I'll roll for it to be fair. Within 1d6 rounds, these
Right.
creatures are gonna be on you.
All right, I'm looking around for any sort of bottleneck, any place that we can fight them. Not 63 versus 6.
They're climbing down on buildings, you said?
Coming out of buildings, coming out of buildings, and a lot of the rubble where there's like holes and things like that.
They're
They're just
just
coming out of it. They're literally everywhere, and they're living off rodents. And you guys are
Prime rib.
Yes, you're the prime rib.
Toast.
So you look around. Roll perception. This is your round while you're running.
No.
Okay, so you do see there are buildings.
But
The
nothing
tallest tower was Arctim's tower, which is probably like half in the air right now. You could go into that tower and go up to the highest point. You'd be bottlenecked, but you also put your back to a wall. But you would be able to fight them at a time. So there is a benefit and a loss there. You're not up to that yet, but that is on your way up. I'm going to roll for how many rounds this is. I'm not going to share this. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're passing that on the way to go anyway. So that's right now.
You can decide that later.
Yeah. But I unless something else is an opportunity, I think.
Okay, Phil.
There.
Okay, so they're heading to. They're all coming from different directions, right?
Yes, mostly around you.
Is there a What's the closest building to?
Oh, everywhere. There's always buildings.
Is there a building within like 30 feet?
Yeah, there is.
The one. Is it possible for like as we're running past one, like I use a gravity spell and like try and collapse one of them? They're like bad. Are they like distraught buildings? Are they like in disrepair buildings?
Yes, ultimately, yeah, you could absolutely do that. Is it going to stop all these vampires all different directions?
Even if it takes out a bunch of them, even if a building maybe just falls or something, or like it goes straight down, I'm going to try it. Like, as we pass, I want to just make sure it doesn't hit us.
Is this a combat roll or is it a effect?
It's a spell. It's a chronomancy spell. Gravity. Change gravity in any direction, in any area within range.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to lift up the...
I'm trying to like collapse it.
Yeah, because it's going to lift up, then it's going to fall.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you what. I'll let you do that, and I'll let you roll 1d6, and you can kill that many vampires because they would be coming out of one of these buildings near you.
Okay. 1d6.
Yeah. One. There are now 62 vampires.
So, step by step.
They got Herbert.
I'm doing my part.
Damien, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep running and run and gun. Take a couple shots as I'm running. Is there any of them close enough to even do that yet? You
Yes.
said like one
They're
round.
close.
Yeah,
I
right?
mean, you're from your gun? Absolutely.
Yeah,
They're in range.
All right. So that's what I'm
They're
gonna
not
do.
one round. I rolled for what it is. I'll tell you that it's
Okay.
not one round, but it's between 1
They're
and 6.
close. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep running with Crastor and take a shot.
Okay.
Yes. 15, 20.
You got it. Hit. Do your damage.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, Brooke, what's going to be your move?
I'm going to use my strong tree and attract them with my. Well, no, I'm going to attack them with my longsword.
Okay, so they're coming down. You have to deviate from the road and go over to fight
Are they
one of them.
coming? Oh, never mind.
It's like imagine you're in a huge chase scene, and as
Okay.
you're running, they're coming down from the buildings and starting to run over to you or up to you, trying to catch in. So you would be stopping your forward momentum. You'd be leaving the group and go over to fight a guy.
No, I thought they were like already encroaching us.
So
Okay.
6 seconds from here. What do you want to do? 6?
I keep running.
You're just running.
Yeah.
18 damage.
18 damage. Okay. As you're running, take a couple pot shots, and then all of a sudden, and you bullseye one guy right in the chest, and falls to the ground. 61 of the vampires are following you.
As a free action, I just get this shit out. Spellcasters cast spells.
It's a very good idea. I wish I thought of it sooner. Wizard.
Working on it.
Blow them up.
Okay, you guys are
Okay.
just running. We're now in round 2 of the great chase sequence through the Arcane City streets. And no one is up to yet this round because I did not roll 2. Phil, 6 seconds.
All right, I'm going to cast. I have my amethyst ability. I get to summon 3 of me. These are echoes. These aren't echoes. These are fake ones, fake me's.
Okay, it's
So I'm summoning
illusions.
fake me's to distract, make them look like they're firing into the crowd. Maybe draw them to them.
Okay,
And gain them some time if we can.
okay, you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make another perception check, see if we can find a better place in the tower.
Okay, roll. If you're rolling combat, roll your combat now.
Nope.
You can start. You're running.
Yeah,
I imagine
I'll
you're
do
running and
that.
gunning.
Yeah, still running. Gun.
You can start roll your roll. 15 is what you need to hit them. You can roll that. And Brooke.
I'm going to use my telekinesis, and I'm going to. Are they like boulders or anything around? Like
Check out the weight of telekinesis.
15 pounds.
15, so you can't move a boulder.
Can I just take like? Is
A
it
rock?
cinder
Yeah,
block.
rocks.
A rock like
Yeah,
this. You
yeah.
can take a rock like that and just throw it at the
Upside
guy.
down and throw it.
Okay. Roll. Roll.
There's a
What?
1 next to it.
Go ahead. Roll.
3.
You fling a rock out. It doesn't do much. Because hits one of the walls. Combat for you, Travis.
Oh wait, I just realized something. Hang on. I missed on that one.
It's a miss.
Yeah, I missed.
Okay, you guys are running. We're on round 3. Some of the vampires are going to your guy, and that will take some out behind you. Ultimately, you may not see it affect you, so they'll probably just try to catch back up, keep running. But they are being distracted by those.
Okay.
We're on round 3, and we're still going.
Oh, yes. Arcane wall to block block behind us.
Okay, there are some coming from the sides, but that will slow a lot down.
I cast that.
Okay, you cast Arcane Wall, and then you keep going.
Good. All right. How long does that last?
That lasts. Concentrate.
All right. So there's just a wall in the middle of the street. How high is it?
Behind you.
Behind us, where we're running in the direction we're coming.
I think it's
20. It's
10
20.
Oh, 20 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. All right. I'm gonna.
5 durability.
Yeah.
Okay. How close are the ones on the sides of us?
Close.
All right.
You think it's any moment.
I'm gonna
You
attack.
feeling it?
I'm like, it's time.
You're
All
right.
I turn and I go after.
Okay, so you stop at probably a good point because you're getting back to a wall.
They're back to a wall.
Okay, so you turn
Right
around
here.
So you stop instantly, and as I come up to you, you just pull out your axe and lay it into the vampire next to you.
Yes. All right. That is a 14.
As a miss.
Ah. Okay.
Take the shot or do something else.
Yes. I'm gonna stop and shoot. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Very nice. That's gonna unlock that.
Combat was a hit.
Yes.
Okay, damage. And while you're rolling that,
yeah.
Brooke, what are you
I
doing?
attack with my longsword.
Okay, so you did
And I
use,
use my wooden strength, through the wooden strength.
that comes if you get critical. All you gotta do is tell me your attack.
No, that's strong tree. Is that the same as wooden strength?
Wooden strength loses your trigger for strength spells. So you would just
okay.
attack with
Okay,
your
gotcha.
attack
Yeah,
with your longsword. God.
In the ruckus.
11.
11 total?
Mm-hmm.
That's a miss.
Can I attack again or no?
No,
I gotta wait another turn.
No, it's your round. Yeah, you would.
Alright.
You would. That's it. Okay, so you're attacking one. You blocked out a lot, so there's only be a handful attacking you from the sides right now. You don't have to fight so many at once. You're not surrounded. You could be surrounded by like 6 at a time, pretty much, but that's not going to happen. At least run not yet. Your damage.
I unlocked dual wield on that, so total of 27 damage.
27 damage.
Yeah.
Christar screams, "Murder!" Great job. Christar takes out his rifle and like takes a spot. You see, he positions the rifle very carefully, and he's just picking some targets at distance, not the ones close up. And you see him like just get ready to aim, and then he fires. Let's see how this goes. Control. That is a hit. Yikes! He got him. So he goes like this up to the top of one of the roofs, and bullseye the vampire. He falls off and impales onto the floor into the ruins. We're down to 59 vampires total chasing you, and a lot are split off from your illusions and from your walls. Your round is done. The vampires are on you pretty much now, and I'm going to make this a roll of how many are engaged you at this moment, which is 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Christor is in the middle with his gun. If you're going to put yourself on first row, who's going to be doing that? Who's first?
I'll be
Again,
there.
1 and 2. And are you behind them?
Yeah.
So you're in the middle of Christor, and you're in the middle, I imagine, as well?
Sure.
Okay. So basically, it's the two of you, one on each side, just like fighting them off, keeping at bay, and whatever. You're going to have the brunt of... These guys are all, obviously, bite and claw and such, so they're all going to be focused on the two of you on the outskirts. If one of you go down, then everyone else will be a target. As of right now, because you're not swarmed, you will not be being targeted from the other direction, because you have a wall in front of you. They're not coming from that direction, and they're only coming from the sides, just to clarify all that. So we have 14, and here we go. I'm going to do this. So you're 7 and 7. I'll do. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's your defense, please?
It is going to be a 20.
Okay. I got 1 hit on you. 2 hits on you. 3 hits on you. That's no, and no. 3 hits on you.
Okay.
Here's your damage. It's going to be this times 3 for 3 guys. 10, 11, 12, 13. So 3 guys are hitting you. 3 vampires are hitting you for 13 damage each. And if you want to try to do a reaction, you can.
Physical damage, right?
You could do that or whatever else you want to do.
I'm just saying it's physical.
Oh, it is physical, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to try and DR.
One of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
All right.
And you could try another thing on one of the other guys. 'Cause you have 1 more wit. You just did regular combat before.
No. I am.
Okay, so you take that full damage then.
Yep, I used one of my wit to increase my defense.
Oh, okay. Either way, that's the damage you take.
Yeah.
You take that times 3.
Yep. Yeah. No, I didn't have another wit available. I used it.
Gotcha. Ayana, what is your defense?
13.
Okay, I got a miss. Hit. 2 of 3. 3 of 4. 4 of 5. 5 of 6. That's a miss. Okay, so you got 5 hits on you. They're just around you, clawing at the wood, hitting you. What's your DR? Physical DR.
2. But can I use shrug it off or no?
Well, the DR is going to happen either way.
Okay, 2.
So 6, 12, 14, 18. So I'll factor your DR in for you. So every attack right now is 16 on you times 5. 5 different these creatures. There's
16 times 5?
Yeah, so if are you using any reactions on them? You just did a simple
yeah,
attack.
hallowed ground.
A reaction.
Oh, sorry.
6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I use grounding.
1. Grounding is an ability that allows you to connect to the earth during rest and such. You take all the damage, there's no reaction. So you take that, you take the 16 times 5, which is 80 damage.
All right.
And you're going to need to roll a constitution check. Of course, that's too much damage to take. Oh, no, it's from different targets. I'm sorry. No, you're okay. That's a lot of damage to take, but
That's a lot.
it doesn't require a check. Okay, you've taken 80. You're being swarmed right now. You guys go. Take your turn.
I'm going to cast Arcane Arrow. So I shoot an arrow and 6 come out and take 6 different targets out. I can separate it however I want.
Okay.
So I'm just going to attack 6.
Okay.
Wow, no 6s.
Go ahead.
Zim.
I'm going to attack the guy in front of me. One of the guys in front of me. That's 15 to hit, right? That is not a hit.
Oh, I goofed that.
Nope. Go ahead.
It's a miss. So you just keep basically just keeping him back right now, swinging him off, but you're not really doing any damage. If you're doing your attacks, do your attacks right now. You're gonna have 6 seconds from the beginning. Brooke, you're up. 6 seconds.
What hits these guys?
15.
I attack again with my longsword.
Okay.
All right.
1 would attack to the longsword. Go ahead.
12.
That is a miss.
I hit. Can I multiply my damage for all 6 arrows?
Didn't you miss?
No, I didn't. I hit. I thought I was looking for only 6s. I'm looking for the total roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Can I multiply the damage for each one?
Yes.
So 4 damage each.
Okay. So 4 damage is 6 to them. Okay, so you throw it out. Hits them all for 4.
Okay.
Travis.
I'm attacking with my guns, and I'm doing gunslinging.
Yep.
And I hit. And how many? The only thing I wasn't sure was I don't know how many guys I could shoot at once. Like I have to use agility, right?
One,
to get
because
a
you're not using
multi-attack.
if you're using multi-attack, then yeah.
I'm going to use multi-attack. I
Okay.
unlocked it. I rolled a 6
Okay.
to get that. So then, how do I know from that, like how many? Or
What's your guns number in there?
2.
So you can add 2 1, so you can attack 3 targets.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I got 15 regular damage, 8 burning damage, plus every guy I hit gets an additional 8 damage from the gunslinger.
Okay, that's enough. So you basically
Yeah.
knock them all down.
Nice.
56 of these creatures left. Christor is going to fire his gun at long range. That is a hit, and it is definitely a kill. 55 left. At this moment, you see you're fighting these creatures. You killed the 3 of them around, and we'll say 3 over here. And but because 2 rounds have passed, they're going to be joined. So you guys killed 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have just over 20 guys, 20 vampires. They're not guys, they're guys and girls. They're guys and girls. You see vampires coming over, and they're swarming over, and they're adding to the group.
Bad.
And it does look pretty bad.
You got to get out of here.
You see in the distance, you see walking amongst all of these creatures is the Glegendock. And she's like walking forward. Around him is all those other spirits and just making their way like a mass down the road.
You gotta get out of here. Move higher ground or something.
Here we go. Here's what may be the last round for today. This is going to be rough.
Man.
6, well, that's a hit.
Nice.
Miss. Can you count my rolls, please?
Yeah.
How many times? Miss. Hit. Hit.
5.
That's 5. And you killed.
I killed none.
Yeah,
You killed 3 around them.
Right, and now they're on your side. 1 more. 6, 10, 11. Miss.
Okay. 2 hits.
2 hits. Here it comes. You have 2 wit left, I believe. 9, 10, 11 damage from both hits.
11 for each
No,
one.
11, 11.
Okay.
So 22 total if you
All right,
take
I'm
it.
going to try a DR one.
Good. So you're going to try reaction. The reaction failed.
Yep.
If you have DR, you can use that DR, of course, to bring it down for each hit. Do you have DR on your sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that 11 gets dropped automatically.
Oh.
That's passive.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, the reaction you just rolled is using your wit.
Oh. No.
So you can't do it before because you didn't know. You
Yeah.
weren't paying attention, but you
Yeah.
can take it to it now.
Okay.
What's your DR?
1.
1, so it's 10 each.
Okay.
On you. Here we go. What is it again? 12?
13.
13. I have 1 hit. Count my rolls, please. Hit. 6, 9, 10, 11, hit. And this is the last guy. That's a hit also. So you have 4 hits on you, yeah. And he killed the other ones that are approaching you. Here it comes. 6, 10, 14, 15. Minus your 2 for each, so it's 13 times 4. You can use reactions to try to ignore any of them. They are physical attacks. If you have a physical reaction, you can try to use that.
I use repel for each R6.
Repel is not a reaction.
It says advanced reaction descriptions. It says reaction.
Is it in
It's
the
over
reaction
there.
column?
Yes.
Over here. This column.
No.
Okay, there are
Okay.
no reactions. So you take the 6,
block.
10, 14, 15. You take 13 damage per. 13 times 4. 10, 12, 13, 4, 52. 52 damage. That's it. Swarm's getting bigger. 6, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You're up to 40 of these vampires. The vampires are basically coming around you. And at this time, you see them kind of like swarming around. And you see this Glekendock is just kind of walking up. It doesn't seem like he's with them. He's just kind of independent. It's just what you see this creature walking amongst them. But you see, at this time, you've reached Arcanum's tower. That original tower is in the middle. And out of the steps walks some sort of vampire lord down the steps. And you see him like walking up to you. And at this point, you see them surrounding you and kind of stop and like look towards him. But like kind of like making sure that you're in. If you do make a move, you know they're going to attack. And they're going to swarm one of you because now we're in the 360 around you. Your spell, how long does your arcane wall last?
My arcane wall lasts...
Concentration.
Concentration.
Oh, so as long as you focus on it.
Yeah.
And you weren't struck. So it's still up. So basically they're from that wall all the way around, and they are on the inside of the wall, but they're not threatening you directly. So they're waiting for a reaction from you. And you see him walking down the steps, and he seems like he has other plans for you. He walks into the center of the road and walks up to all of you and looks at you. Good to see you again. And that's where we stop.
Jeez.
Do we recognize this person?
I think we'll find
You'll
out
find
next
out
week.
next time on
Okay.
Audio Dungeon. Guys, we're going to do an after show right now. We're live every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. So check us out here. YouTube is the best place probably to find us, so subscribe there. We appreciate the subscribe so much, so please subscribe when you can. And we'll be live next week with the next episode. It's a great place to start if you're just joining for the first time, because these are new characters on a mission. There was a season 1, but something happened interesting. You can go check it out if you want, or you can watch it from here and watch the epicness. Will they get out of this, or will we have a total party kill? I don't know. We've gone to Lord Vampire mode, so it basically is going
That
to
was
be
quick.
Yeah, well, you're in the city. You're in the city. That's it, guys. Guys, we're gonna go a 3-minute break, and then we're gonna be back for the after show where we talk about all the things that went wrong and all the things that were something we wish we did, but we didn't. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you shortly. Good evening and welcome to Celestial Engine. This is the after show in the engine room, and we're talking about what happened in this episode. It was Season 2, Episode 1, Return to Arcane City. Guys, we had a whole quest in Arcane City. It was a lot of fun, and it's fun for me as the Dungeon Master, as a storyteller, to return here. And we saw some interesting things. So we're going to start with the group right now. Let's go over to Tom first. And Tom, let us know, what do you think that, well... The episode is called Return to Arcane City. It's pretty obvious.
Yes.
But I guess tell us about your experience about being back as a player.
So I think it was definitely cool. Very scary environment. I was a little sad, I would say, too, for me. Just kind of, there were a lot of good times here at Arcane City. And to see it just like a complete ruin. We knew the last time we saw it here, it was already kind of gone to pot. But like, to just see it like rubble and like the vampires who live here have no desire to...
It's weird
to do anything with it.
It's funny. It's funny when you say good times because I feel it too, but it's
they were all miserable times,
right? You know, I think because everything was so like miserable and dark, and then you had these moments. You're like, oh, thank God for this moment.
Right.
So,
yeah, I think the good times probably were more me as a player than me as a character.
right? Yeah,
right?
The characters suffered. They suffered for sure.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. There's something I noticed, right? You've got Bardot and the vampires of the Citadel, who are making this civilization, and they're a nation amongst the world nations. And then yet the vampires here are just like, let me live in a hovel.
Right. They're just getting by. They're like homeless and living amongst the rubble, and they are just living off the rodents and creatures and any dim-witted adventurers that want to come in there and try to find some magical items and such. Yeah.
Right.
So that's it. So let's take it from the beginning. How'd you like Christor? Christor was the boy that was in Knights of Andar. He was the boy that wanted you to say, do you say murder when you see the murder? There was murder. So he did that today. That was a little fun thing for you. How do you like seeing him now as players in his late 60s as an accomplished investigator?
It's cool.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. So he's working for Lord Bertram, which is Caddick's son from Prior Quest. And he found something very interesting. What did he find out?
Oh, the thing about Bardot.
Bardot and the Necromancer.
Yeah.
90 years ago.
Right.
And he also found out about what Caddick did to his brother.
Right.
Oh my God.
Which that wasn't public knowledge.
No, it was not. So he's gonna report some interesting news to Lord Bertram when he returns.
Richard's back.
So it's gonna be interesting. So you guys went into the belly of our Arcane City. Before that, though, you went to the Fire and Fury, which was the tavern here, and you guys this was a tavern that you guys were there a lot, and we had good memories there. Like the time when the Dungeon Master told everybody to like only one person could leave, and we had to kill the other person. You would have loved that quest. I literally threw a dagger in a room at both of them and said, "Okay, only one person can walk out," basically, and that
was Sophie's Choice episode.
Wow, it was rough.
It was rough.
So,
I legit tried to kill Rob. Everyone else is like, "Oh, it's a test." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a test."
Yeah, sure it is.
What do you think about the Brotherhood? First time we ever seen clerics that were the clerics of the Archmage.
Yeah.
And they were devoting themselves to providing safe passage within the Arcane City. Thoughts on this?
I think
they got a tough life. Those guys. They're like, they
had a very Diablo feel.
They're operating
like
in,
beginning of
in
Diablo.
a dark place.
Yeah. This episode was different than I usually DM. Could you guys sense that? And if so, what do you think they did?
No, not at all.
I don't know.
To you, it would be the same.
It
because,
kind of felt a little classic.
No,
Kind of felt good.
It's definitely classic. That's what I was going for. I also slowed down the pace, and I smelled the flowers. I allowed you to smell the flowers.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
I did.
Nope.
It was Tony Classic.
Nope.
I would order the Tony Classic any day.
No.
Okay.
Classic.
So that is the vibe I'm going for in this quest. I'm gonna slow down it in some ways. Obviously, the pacing will always be there like it is, but it is in some ways going to slow it down just because we want to just try to do it a little bit differently as we usually do it.
Cool.
So we saw the Brotherhood. They took you out. They have those torches, which are pretty cool. They were protecting the tavern. They're protecting themselves. And this didn't go well. Once you got down there, you did find everything you had to find. You accomplished your mission. Because we know I out of game know your mission. So do you, and they don't. No one else knows your mission. But it's obvious if you're paying attention to what you were doing. When you guys went down there and you found that arcane device, we had the instance to see Indaria kind of flex her deity muscle in the situation. Brooke, how did that go? It's when when the little
Yeah,
divot
it
comes
goes down. Yeah, yeah.
How did it go? What happened?
I was very confused. I thought it was like back to that when I had to if I was going to give the planets percentage of power away to, and then I thought that would have screwed something up.
So my guy pretty much thinks that he saw actual God, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bugging.
And Adari is.
He's gonna chase that. He's gonna chase that.
Chase that dragon. Chase that dragon.
He will.
He will. So, you seemed that was it
It was amazing, but I just feel like in that instance, it was like I had no idea how to react to it as a deity.
I'll compare this to something that other nerds might appreciate, to the Justice League with the Green Lantern trying to realize, like, I could do anything. It's hard to think of something good.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And
There's so much to do. What do I do?
I had no idea.
Right. When given anything, they would joke around, like, that's what you made? Anything you could make, and you made a fist? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
A
So-
big hammer or what?
I think that's what you were going through. I
Yeah.
gave you the moment to say, okay, I kept reminding you, what you are the god, whatever you want to do here. And the only stipulation I gave you was that, yes, you're messing with the chronomancy. Yes.
Right. And that was the only thing that got me nervous. I didn't want to do that too
Right.
much because it's
Right.
such an important thing for everything.
Right. I imagine you don't want to change anything. You might bring back evil gods and such, so God forbid.
No, there's none of that going on.
Right. So, do you think that if you did another run as Andaria, as a god, do you think that you would be able to do better with a little bit of...
Tonight? No.
Yeah. No, you think it'd be the same thing?
Honesty.
Yeah, I was. I think if after knowing, because I didn't know my limits, I didn't know it is exactly the Green Lantern moment. You don't know what you can do and what you can't do, and it was.
Well, you knew you could do pretty much anything.
Yeah, you feel like if you step too
No,
far,
but I
you
feel
overstep.
right.
Like
I
if
don't
you-
want to
yeah.
overstep something, and then maybe, I feel like.
I thought the first thing you were going to do is bring Ayana into it. But you did a lot of other things.
Yeah.
And it was like, I thought, oh, yeah, and I'm going to bring my own character into this game.
Oh yeah, I want to play too.
You know what? I think I'll play this campaign.
I like it here. I'm gonna stay.
Yes.
Let me put some.
You're like the kid who's sitting in front of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 4-player game. You're like, should I go in? Okay.
I think I do.
Donatello, it
No.
is.
Yeah.
And
It was very overwhelming.
for 25 experience points, pronounce the enemy's name correctly.
Oh.
And you got 3 tries. Go. Rapid fire.
Three tries.
Go.
Gliegenbluk.
Try again.
Gliegenbach.
Okay, try again.
Gliegenlach.
2 more.
Gliegenbach.
2 more.
Gliegenbach.
2 more.
Gliegenduk.
Another one.
Gliegendachen.
Go ahead until you get it.
Gliegendak.
Charles,
Gel-
That's close enough.
Gelgenduk.
That's
I know it's a Gliegendak something.
Glegendock.
Gliegendak. Come on.
That was good. Charles Morrison made that character. Charles, you have anything?
Oh, wow. Look at him. Yeah, of course he did.
He's just laughing at it.
My God.
Charles, anything you want to add to this?
Doc.
Oh, the butchering of the name. Oh,
My creations.
Yeah. I mean, Charles, it rolls right off the tongue. I don't know why we wouldn't get it on the first
Yeah,
guess.
next monster
Just
just
think
make
German.
him,
Think number
German,
4.
you got it.
I'm adding something to the lore. You cannot attack the Glegendock unless you could say his name properly.
Ooh.
I like that.
3 times.
But do we actually
Just
know
once.
his...
Gliegendak.
Just once.
Gliegendak.
Gloobin-doobin. You would have failed in
Yep.
the pretend
The,
version.
the more wrong you get it, the stronger he gets.
Yes.
Stop
Oh, man. 100%.
That's what I would do.
100%.
Oh man.
He's gonna get an
All right.
additional damage die
Oh my
for every
God.
time that somebody messes up his name in his presence.
Gliegendak.
that's canon. I'm gonna put it.
does
in
he
the-
lose one every time they
Yeah.
get it right then?
No.
Thanks, Richard.
Nice
Good
try.
try. Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks.
Richard.
Yes, definitely a good try.
Good try on that.
So great job. You had a good moment.
did.
This is a man who practiced his character and literally delivered the all too awesome.
It took a long time, but I
Amazing.
did it.
Yes, I think Phil, the 2 of you were the ones that you all did
I had
well.
some moments tonight, yeah.
Yes, and you use your spells in a
Yeah.
very crafty way, and
Yeah,
you
man.
accomplished
That
a
was
lot.
amazing.
I
That-
was like, you're out for episode 1, man.
That should have been Phil is trapped in the underground layer.
I didn't break a sweat. It was just
No,
like,
you
I got
got
this.
you got
Yeah,
out.
you
I knew my
really
toolkit. I knew my
did.
toolkit.
Yes,
That's
so,
pretty good.
so very good. So all of you that worked on your characters, you did very good job.
Just the echo
Congratulations.
is chef's kiss. I love that spell so much.
Yes, that was perfect for that spot. You could accomplish your mission because of that spell.
Did you think I was gonna do it? Or was there a point where you're like he's not gonna do it?
No, I thought you were going to do it, and I was wondering how you were going to do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's going to get it.
Yeah, I did have confidence you were going to get out. I wasn't really worried. I thought it was going to be exciting to see how you're going to get out of it.
And it was.
So
And it was.
yeah, that was awesome. That was great. That's why you're Phil Castellano, breaker of games.
Breaker games.
You figured it out. I'll allow you to guys ask me, fans as well joining here. Actually, let's do the fans first. You may ask me one question, but if it's a question I can't answer, unfortunately, your question will be forfeit. So you just don't know. Ask me a question, yes or no. If I can answer, I will. Starting with Charles, I guess, if you have one.
Am I ever going to get to see play test one of my monsters?
I told you that you could have played your monsters, but you're in
No,
the campaign, so you can't.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you that last night.
I'd be down to play test a monster one day if you want to test one out. Absolutely. With these characters, like.
You mean out of game? Or
Yeah,
no
out of game, like play
Oh
test
yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that's what you want to do. We could do that. Oni, any questions about the lore or anything that's happening in the game?
In the Souls right now?
Yeah, relevant.
Yeah, I was kind of interested what Noah's doing. If he's in
Noah's his old character as a gelatinous
yeah, I remember
humanoid.
him.
Oh,
He's half
man.
giant and half gelatinous.
So I mean he's
Yeah, it was
he's
all
an Arcane
bandaged up and stuff.
abomination, so he's like 100
I
years
would
old.
imagine he
He'd
might be in the
huge.
city somewhere, dressed as a vampire lord in the middle of the street.
How did I get here?
No,
I mean he's got to be big now, right? I mean like he was 2 and he was like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Now he's like 100.
I would
He'd
think
be a monster.
Do you think he's still in Arcane City?
Oh, I don't think he would have left. I think he would have just been like scounging around the city and stealing all the shiny things.
I love it. Yeah, so I definitely think
So
he's
that's where
there.
Backbiter's gone.
Yes.
it's
Magic
a
weapon created by
layer store
Charles.
with all the shiny stuff.
Richard, any question you want to ask?
Something else I don't get to see in game.
No, I haven't got any questions this time. I've got lots of advice to give the crew, but
Lots of
what
advice.
they can do to get out of the trouble they're in. But that's
This is one of those things where you're screaming at your TV. Fight
yes.
them!
Oh,
Do the
you've got
thing.
Yeah.
no idea.
He's what? Yeah,
Block the
he's like
thing.
100%. Like
Yeah,
see
it's
him in
like
the background.
you've got block, use block. You've got 4 dice and physical DR and physicals, which means you can DR all the damage that you get taking in. You can use circular protection, which means none of these vampires could actually touch you. You know, all those fun things.
I was using block. Like,
No, you
as
could have
a-
used. You could have used the physical one, which means any physical damage you're taking, you take no
That's
damage.
just what you use. You could use physical and then you can use block for
Yeah,
the next
yeah,
person.
yeah. I was
So you've
trying
got
to.
4 dice in that. So any
Double
6s, yeah, you just take no damage.
You can
Yeah.
use physical and block together.
Well, we can use one because you're attacked by multiple guys,
Right.
multiple targets. You could do physical in the first one and do block in the next one. They're both valid.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no mercy going forward. And just to clarify, because people know how these things go down when the vampire lord comes in, things like that. You're not getting out of the situation. He's not going to talk to you and offer something and it goes over. You have a problem, and it's a 40 vampire problem right now. You will need to figure that out. So
Can I give Brock a suggestion then?
yeah, sure.
Don't come.
Okay, Brock.
Don't come next week, right?
No. Circular protection first, and then hallowed ground second. So what it means is
Okay.
circular protection is they can't anything under your power level, which will be in this case 4, they can't get at you at all as long as no one attacks them. And then you've got the hallowed ground. So if anyone does happen to cross over that, they'll be taking damage every time they get close to you. And that will be at 35 feet, 25 feet.
Chuck,
25. Yeah.
Chuck
Okay.
Earls has a great question. Did
Thank
the
you,
torch
Richard.
not work for them? And obviously the answer is
No.
No.
it did not.
Why is that?
It only worked underground. Right?
No, it worked. Well, he
No,
had.
he was dead. He was dead down there.
Yeah.
It worked.
He wasn't
Yeah, but-
dead at the time, though.
Yeah.
But the torch
No, it
didn't
was-
fail when we were down there, even for him.
No, he was
Yeah,
he was
because
on
it
the
was-
floor. The torch with the torch. You don't know if he was dead or unconscious or whatever, but he was
Yeah.
on the floor,
He was
torch on
dead,
the
torch was
ground,
there.
and it was
Maybe
making
he
a repellent.
needed the amulet that Archmage.
Well,
Y'all don't-
I was
y'all don't have
carrying
to
him.
pay.
Like he was with us, but he died. I assumed that.
Yeah, what could have made that torch magic stop? Something that was in our presence made that magic stop from the torches.
Faith. Y'all have
Faith?
no faith.
Yeah, Brooke has faith, but it's the wrong
Cleric
faith.
had faith.
Oh, that's true. Maybe when he died, maybe
I have
he
faith.
No?
You're so close.
when he died, maybe we lost the ability to
What
use
did
the
you
torch.
say?
I said that
Well,
the
it's the
cleric had
Archmage.
faith.
It's
So
Yeah.
Maybe he was keeping the torch going.
Although, was it a vampire that killed the cleric?
we don't know. No.
So maybe he died.
No,
from
that's
No,
another
you-
mystery.
You know,
he had a
you
heart
know
attack.
It wasn't
no,
a
he was,
vampire.
maybe he was poisoned. He was
He had
probably
a heart
poisoned,
attack.
and then he died. Maybe he had a heart attack down there. You know,
He had a heart attack.
maybe
down
he's a bit poisoned.
Could
Freaked
be.
out. And it's like.
You don't know how he died. You don't know why the torch didn't work for above.
And when he died, he wasn't being eaten, right?
No,
That's
the
weird.
torch worked.
But his
That's
faith,
what I'm saying.
but his
When
faith was
down
corrupted,
there,
maybe.
You're so close to the
it seemed
answer.
like the torch was still working down there because it was protecting his. Even
Oh,
though,
maybe he probably had an amulet that was linked to the torch, and we separated the torch from the thing.
We did it.
No.
No,
We carried
No, he
carried
carried
the
it.
torch
Not
and
it.
him the whole time.
No.
So it's not a physical thing. It doesn't have to do with the fact that he was alive down there and didn't die until we got up.
Maybe the
to
torch
top.
only works in darkness.
No. I think this is fine that you could find out. It doesn't kill anything. So I'll award 50 experience points to the person who gets it first, and then we're going to do
Okay.
one final question and we're out. So have fun. Figure it out. Whoever gets it, 50 experience
The
points.
torch.
Do you have to actually actively brandish the torch? Like, does it have to be actively?
I'm only going to say
used?
that's not the answer.
Okay. That was oddly phrased.
the person holding the torch has to have,
attuned to the torch.
or has to be a holy person.
As a
or
faith in what?
That it's gonna
The
work.
Archmage.
Bingo.
The archmage.
I'll give you 40 and give Richard 10.
Is that fair?
That's okay, Scro. I'm proud of you.
So
Scro. You did
it worked.
awesome.
He obviously believes in the Archmage. This Archmage is his power. So it went on the floor, stayed on the floor, protected him. It was then picked up by another who does not believe in the Archmage, and then
Who picked it
it's
up?
gone.
I picked it up.
You don't believe the archmage, man? What are you doing? Killing us.
Listen,
Yeah. For nothing. Yeah. All right. Well,
I believe in
these
these bad boys. My God.
that's it.
These are my gods.
Right.
Any final questions?
The Vampire Lord was the Vampire Lord talking to one of the PCs, or was it the Vampire Lord talking to the PCs or an NPC?
Great observation. Great question.
Thanks.
But really good observation.
Great question.
So,
Yeah. You gonna tell me?
no.
Not gonna
Yeah.
tell
But I mean, but your observation
Good question.
is a perfect
question.
observation.
All right.
Could
he
even
could
be
also be
right.
talking to the Glegendock.
Get out of the way. Glegendock, Glugenspooker, get over here.
Frau Blucher.
Nice to
Diggity-doo.
see you again.
Diggity babba boo.
I like that one, Glugenspooka.
Glugenspooker. Guys, that was it. Once again, we are live every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the episodes go on YouTube after. It's at The Celestial War. Or is it Celestial War? I forget. I think it's The Celestial War.
The Celestial.
Yeah, The Celestial War. And right here on Facebook as well. Subscribe. And you can also watch from all the series back from Episode 1, Season 1, Celestial War. All the series connect. You can try to watch them from the beginning of each series, but they all connect, and they constantly, you'll see characters showing up from prior series. So if you want to watch from the beginning, Celestial War, Season 1, Episode 1, and you'd watch from there. They're all neatly put out for you to enjoy. But otherwise, you're watching here from the first episode of this campaign, so you can just watch them here and enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks to the fans that are coming on. Excited for when you guys will actually be in the campaign, because these people first need to escape this bad situation. So thank you, everybody, for playing, and we'll see you next time on Audio Dungeon. Thanks, guys.